How is that?
It's nice.
Oh, we're live now? Okay.
We're live.
Yeah, well, we said we're doing a cold.
All right.
There we go. There we go. It's lovely.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
Just
That's
look out
awesome,
for the
man.
Blair Witch.
Exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.
Bobby, where is that?
So it's Canyon, Texas. It is in the panhandle of Texas, in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere.
Badass.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It is about 9 hours away from Houston.
Man,
So
Texas
9 hours
is
and we're
big.
still in Texas. Yes.
Texas is big. It's 3. You traveled 2 states and you're still in Texas.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's
How's
amazing.
everybody doing? What's up? Was Specs on mute? Noise in the background.
God damn it.
So- We're a hot mess in our 4th year celebration. We got Tony with no camera, Spec with no mic. Baldy, save us like you normally do.
What's up, neighbors? What's going on, everybody?
Here we go. Guys, it's a toy kind of mood. Episode 187 on an undercover. But yeah, we made it to 4 years, so we're just hanging out. We got a lot of news and topics to talk about. Of course, Travis Moody. I'll let everyone introduce themselves. Go ahead, go across the screen. Baldy, I guess.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the real shark giving us a fun comment here. And
Nice.
he says 4 years of providing fun, informative, and quality content. Congrats, gents. And I'm going to download the stream and crop Travis out.
That's how you do it.
That tells
Do it.
that was classic. I think we should, before even introducing anybody, as if we need to, Jason S. Hello, making our gave us an early birthday gift.
Thank you.
Got to sleep, but wanted to pop in and offer my congrats. Thank you, Jason S. Thank you so
Jason.
much. That was amazing gift before we even started tonight. So that was really cool. So what are you eating, Bobby?
What are you eating live?
These are buffalo wings that are cold but really delicious.
If they're cold, they're gonna be good. If you're
Mhm.
eating them like that.
Oh yeah.
That's perfect. Spec is still on mute, so I'm assuming some things are still going on. Tony, how do you feel, buddy?
I'm feeling a little better. I got a lot of reps today and last night. I'm still fighting that nasal drip, the cough, the headache, but after that rest and eating what I ate, and taking some meds, I feel a little better. I might dip out a little early because I got to work tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Just don't make me laugh. Oh, shit.
Of course, it's going to be one of those shows where.
There, Tony.
Oh, there we go. What was that?
Is Tony saying he'll gag? He's a gagger.
Make me laugh. Don't do it.
That's weird because Punk told me at Joe Fest you had no reflex.
Don't tell nobody. God damn.
All right. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Birthness day.
Thank you so much. Yeah, 4 years. So we started a toy kind of mood. Ronnie LaCure and I. Shout out to Ronnie LaCure, Michael
Ronnie.
Vlad, Kay Wish,
God.
Dave Story, Melanie Jones, many more.
Old school.
Eric Corpy, of course, Fabster, an extended member he's with ACBA, of course.
Old school
We
toy
started
company.
on September 3rd, 2020. So pretty much, 4 years from yesterday. So pretty great. Bobby's been around for a long time, right? Like 17 years, more than a toy kind of mood.
I've been around since like writing God Hates Geeks when Walking Dead was big and popular. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And you look like you're on the set of The Walking Dead right now.
This place is so nice. We're in the middle of nowhere.
How's the weather? How's the weather though?
So here's the funny thing. It's 81, right? It's 81. And I was like, ooh, I'm a little chilled because, I'm used to 113. So it's like we were literally just like laying out on the front patio out here. It was like just like a little concrete slab, but clear blue skies, big white fluffy clouds, like a nice breeze coming through. I was like, this is really fucking nice.
Hating.
This is the first vacation that my wife and I have taken since we've been together.
Whoa.
Wow.
8
Nice.
years. 8 years and 2 weeks. It's our
Better get it
first
right.
vacation. Yeah, I did.
She's right there.
She's right there. She said, I remember. Yeah, I do remember more than you. Yeah, do you remember our wedding date? She doesn't. She doesn't. It wasn't that big a deal.
Jeez, man.
That's funny. You look good, Bobby. I like your hairstyle, looking rather pimp.
Thank you. And
so we've been around as. Oh yeah, nice shirt. Nice shirt.
I'm with you, Bobby.
Nice.
Couple of Batman. Oh, I got to give a shout out to K Wish. He bought me this for my birthday.
That's a dope ass shirt.
Earlier in August. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you were saying something, Bobby?
Six Flags. We started our vacation going to Six Flags, and if you'll ever go to San Antonio, which I don't know why any of y'all would, there was a ride, the Batman ride, made me pucker a bit, because I'm not used to going backwards while I'm dropping down, like flipping backwards. And then there's a ride we did called the Poltergeist, that when it shoots you out, it's 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. That was fun. That was fun. Just hold on for dear life and just go.
I don't do rides.
Let's do this. Oh man. Oh, Ashley,
I do teacups. We do the princess rides at Disney.
Oh man, the faster the
Dumbo, like just really slow going around the carousel.
I can skydive. I cannot do the teacups. The teacups, the way they spin you around and
really? Those are so easy. What? That's funny. Those are like the lightest thing. Thank you, David Warren Hernandez. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't worry, it'll be more of a toy show. We're just cold open, hanging out, getting into the mood. There's a lot going on. Tony's sick. Dave has some noise issues. Bobby's like in a cabin on the set of Walking Dead. Baldy's drinking and has to go to bed early. And KJ's joining us late. So there's a lot going on. Where are the flowers? Hey, Rachel, where are our Salinas? Where are our flowers? Drop them off. All right. What else we got? Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I won't lie. Speaking of 4 years, I remember editing this at work, like at 3 in.the morning, editing the shows. I was like, all right, here's the shows. How fast can you get them done?
Ooh, those are rough.
Don't
you love that we could just live edit now? Just show. PowerPoint takes a long time to do, and a lot of people would rather just a lot of shows just show the browser, but to me it looks sloppy. What do you guys think? Like, do you like the PowerPoint presentation or do you like the browser? Spec, can you talk?
PowerPoint.
We're professionals, Travis. We're fucking professionals. We're professionals, kinda. PowerPoint.
Kinda. Keyword in our name is kinda.
Exactly.
What's up, y'all? He says, hey, y'all, happy 4 years. Hey, all. That y'all, that's Bobby. He said, hey, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
50 is gold, 25 is silver, 4 is what? Plastic wrap? Yeah.
What is it,
Baldy?
I'm into it. Plastic wrap? Yeah, man. Wrap them up in plastic wrap and hit them with a stick.
And Bunny says he's in San Antonio.
San Antonio.
I know.
Happy 4 years, motherfuckers. All right, let's talk some news real quick. We get through it and then we can act a fool. So, Bobby, I'll go to you. You buying this in Humans Pack? I think it comes out tomorrow at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern. Amazon. It's a Famazon. So Amazon and Fan Channel.
I am not. I'm not. I love the Inhumans, but I don't have any of them. And they're the one team that if I wanted to go more cosmic, 100%, I'd get this because I love the Crystal Lockjaw 2-pack and I love how Lockjaw looks. But I'm not jumping on that team. I'm already on enough teams as it is.
Yeah, you're on the GHG team. You're on the how many teams you're on? Lot of teams.
A
There's
lot of
another look. I don't know, Baldy. What are you thinking?
I really, really like the way Lockjaw came out. I used to read this comic book, and I think they killed it with Lockjaw. I love the size. But I'm with Bobby. I don't really collect the cosmic stuff. I mean, she looks fantastic. It looks like it's that new buck, right? That they use for Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks phenomenal. They did a great job. I don't see myself getting this, but I like how they handled Lockjaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The shittiest part about this is that you can't wait for clearance. It's fan channel. I mean, you'd have to wait a long time, right?
And I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think they should adopt more of that, to be honest with you.
It's smart for them, but if you're not if you're on the fence about this just because kind of like what Bobby's saying, he loves the comic or loves the characters, but he's just got too much of it. But if there's at a lower price, you'd snag it, right?
100%.
Yeah, and that's why it's fan channel, right, Bobby? I mean,
Exactly.
that's the marketing smart move.
Yeah, you put your Spider-Man and your Captain Americas and Wolverines at Target, Walmart, and you put your deeper cut characters online, right?
Yeah, like the Vamp and Clutch. That's all you do.
Good evening to Blitz. Thank you. What scale is the dog? Well, right there, it's at 5 inches tall on his hinds. But as far as width,
for 1/12 scale.
well, yeah, it's for 1/12. It's supposed to be. It's a giant dog, but yeah, it's almost the size of the damn figure.
Yeah, and Stanley in the comic books, Lockjaw is a large, like, cosmic dog.
Yep.
almost.
Right. Yeah, he's not the right. Yeah.
So he's not like a normal sized dog.
And he's like their transporter, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's their
Hey,
gateway.
look who's in the house. Larry, congrats on Moody not getting banned on YouTube like Walmart and Return of the Nerd Bandit.
Damn.
I forgot you got banned on Walmart.
From Wave. That's funny as shit.
I can now buy things from Walmart. I mean, at least like within the last 6 months, I have to use PayPal. But if I use my credit card, I get flagged because they know like.
Damn.
How does that happen?
You're so gangster.
Do I really have to tell the story, or do we just make people watch that whole episode we did on it?
Oh, just
I guess put the link up later.
No. I mean, it's one of those things where you probably weren't around at the time, at least on the team, and I got sent the wrong toy, and I called them and was like, "Can you send me the right toy?" And they were like, "You have to return it." And I'm like, "Why should I have to waste gas?" And I drive an electric car. I was just being a dick. And I'm just, you know what I mean? And Walmart's like, 7 minutes away. Total free ride. But I just didn't want to deal with Walmart. Walmart sucks. You go there and there's a customer service line is an hour long. I'm just like, I don't want. I was like, just send me the right toy. And they got angry. And I called 3 times in a row to speak to 3 different people, and they all got mad and they flagged me. And so anytime I bought like anything, it just like immediately canceled. So
that's crazy. So this whole time I've been spelling your name Travis, but it's actually spelled Karen.
Aaron.
I'm the ultimate.
Karen Moody.
Karen Moody. Moody getting banned by Walmart is akin to Craig getting fired on his day off. It was way more than 3 times.
You still in boxes too,
right.
Trevor?
Speaking of Marvel Legends, I did a review on the new Venom. The Venom is a polarizing figure. I don't know if you guys looked into it. I mean, I love the new McFarlane face sculpt. It's not in this picture here. Go check the review. But people are not digging. Like, I know Wade, we were talking about on Parallel Universe. He had a problem with how sticky it was. We got Baldy has it. Let's see but he hasn't opened it, so I can't really ask you about it. But I don't know. You got any thoughts on it?
There you go.
That's what I did in the review. I made noises too.
You can ask me about it.
Yeah. All right. So live review. Get a live unboxing.
Not sticky. I know that most women would love this. Let's see here. I don't feel any stickiness, and this is a very nice version of Venom. You are going to get the issues with the Legends heads, right? Because it's
yeah. Oh, the neck is the issue. The neck is the issue.
Well,
to
you
me,
know what?
I was like, whatever, but yeah.
It's an easy thing to modify. You cut the back, but then you'll hear people say, "I shouldn't have to do that."
You shouldn't have to.
No, for $100 figure, if you're collecting $100 figure, no, you shouldn't have to do it. But for a $25 or less figure, it's not that big of a deal. It takes a few seconds to do. I don't mind modifying my figures. I know Tony definitely doesn't. And
he doesn't
you know,
do it.
I don't think it's a big deal. People cry about the weirdest shit.
Well, we got a good one, Baldy. Look at this. It's going to be sticky after Baldy gets done with it tonight.
This is going in the bath with me.
Oh.
Did you see Plastic Fantastic? Did you see what Mike made for the for his Joes? The 3D scale, the 3D print. I mean, he made the platform that goes in the water.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he knows all about playing with toys in the bathtub. So listen, it's all good. He can say what he wants. Go ahead, buddy.
That's so much fun.
You can take it off me. Nobody wants this.
All right, we'll do this. All right. So anyway, no one at all. Anyway, yeah, if you missed it, go check it out. Also, talk about Warlord. Bobby, what's your feelings on Professor X Warlord, buddy?
Looks great. I didn't get him because I forgot to get him. I'm with Baldy. I think it was Baldy who said that he wishes it was in the purple. I wish it would have been more comic accurate. I know they went more cartoon.
Oh no, hold on. No. So they didn't do the cover, but they did the interiors. So how do you feel about that? Do you think it should have been the iconic Jim Lee 275 yellow and purple cover? Is the cover more important or the interiors?
The cover.
Oh, okay. They went interior.
I get that. I get that. But for me, I'm gonna go cover because that's what everyone knows. That's what everyone sees. Like if Gambit is on the cover and I don't know his like standard suit, and then they release like the one that's the blue and gold, I'm like, why are you doing this one? Well, it's inside the book. If you have the book on display, you don't have the interiors on display. You have the cover on display.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good point.
So, I'll get those figures once they like go, drop in price again around Christmas time. But I want the cover because that way when I display it with the cover that I have, it'll look normal and look like what it's supposed to look like. And I don't know. And I'm being nitpicky here. It looks cool, but I'm just being a nitpicky ass, and I want the cover.
Cool. All right. Well, let's bring up. We talked about Walmart. Let's talk about Target. Fall Geek out. Spec, are you collecting these things? You love them, right? You love everything.
Nope. Yeah. I've seen them. Some of them look okay, but yeah. Look, I'm basically not getting McFarlane except for very rare things like the animated Batmobile that's sitting right next to me. And in my Labor Day searches, I found the Batman Beyond Batman. I don't know how I lucked into that one, but that was a nice score.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I don't care about these statues. I have a shit ton of Gentle Giant Star Wars statues from like 2004 to 2008. And I'm currently trying to figure out how to offload them.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, you know that Spider-Man comic is Stone Cold's favorite, right?
I don't watch wrestling, so.
Well, it's issue 316. Give me a hell yeah. All right. So anyway, dad joke.
Hey, that was a deep cut, Travis.
Yeah, that was.
Go back, Travis, to that real quick.
All right, fine.
If you don't mind, only because look, I have seen these in person, and I think I told the chat the only reason I get that Spider-Man is because I have that one graded already. I used it for my thesis. Other than that, I've seen these in person, and I'm sorry, I don't think they look very good at all.
Oh,
I know. I'm usually the 5-star assassin. I get it, but I think these look kind of. And I've seen the Captain America. I was like the bigger ones look better. When they're truncated, they look like 3D printed garbage.
oh,
And you know, I've seen the Captain America looks all right. I've seen the which one I seen in the chat? I saw a Spider-Man one. I was like, this is hot garbage. This
I
is
thought
bad.
that someone in the chat. I didn't see who
like
it was.
3 Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, I thought someone said they look good. Was that Spec? Someone said they saw them at Target and were like, "These look good, but I'm not going to buy it."
End it.
Oh, Baldy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think they look good. I think it's a neat interpretation of the covers, but they're priced too much.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like some of them are $32. At $16, I would consider it. The smaller ones, maybe a little bit less. I mean, they're
Bobby B.
they're cool for what they are. If you have a display and you've got that comic book and I don't know, it's graded or whatever, you're good. It looks good with that. But if you don't have that, and I don't have a need for those. I want to play with my toys. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, what did I say? I'm not that grown up enough yet for the statues.
That's awesome. Why I like this comment. Why is Professor X wearing the Val Kilmer sonar bat suit? That's a good one. The guys with the Batman shirts, you get that one.
Oh yeah. It's because they're both from the 90s.
Nailed it.
There you go.
I will say,
I'd have the interior. Oh, go ahead, Spec.
I was gonna say, I will say, I did see the Batman Forever wave at GameStop. Not Two-Face, he was the one that was gone, but I saw the rest of them.
The Robin is awesome.
That Robin looks great, and Riddler looks pretty good too. Like, pretty decent likenesses. I also found the Lucius Fox, and they nailed the Morgan Freeman likeness.
Nice Two-Face.
Yeah, the Two-Face is awesome. What's crazy about the McFarlane stuff is you're just getting the glare here, but let's say
I could see that.
That looks great.
Yeah. What's crazy is I've seen some customizers take this, clean it up, and then add detail to it. And yeah, like Tony. And you know, when you do a wash and everything, their sculpts are actually really good on a lot of the McFarlane stuff. I don't want to go crazy and say everything's good, but that one, whew, that one is awesome of Tommy Lee Jones.
Looks great.
Yeah.
What is good, Mr. McFly? What's happening? Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. 187, real chill episode. We're celebrating. I thought we were all going to get drunk and act crazy, but guys got to get up early. Guys are sick. Guys are in the woods, which you should be drunk if you're in the woods. And then the other guy's drinking, but he's not talking. So, what else we got? Maybe for statues, I think I'd rather 3D print them because I can paint. Right, Tony? Statues just sit there.
There you go.
The ADHD doesn't let me just sit and admire. Figure Fight Club, what's up, man? Toyomic, dude, follow this guy. Amazing Instagram account. Awesome reels, stories. His collection and displays and everything. Like that Cobra one, it's like 2 minutes long of just all these battle rooms and everything. Just crazy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. What else we got? All right, more Batman.
It looks badass.
Love it.
But
you put both of them in there.
Long, nowhere to put it.
Yep, same here.
I mean, look at this one. This is 2
I'm not going to hang it from the ceiling. Woo!
Holy moly.
It's longer than the 89 Batmobile.
That thing's freaking crazy big.
That thing's big. That's crazy. How much was that shit?
I got it on discount. I think I got it for 60.
Okay.
The retails for 90.
Yeah. So you're saying a large 1/12 scale vehicle with a matte color and very little detail can come in for under $100 and have LED lights?
Yes, but you feel the quality. You feel the thinner plastic. You feel the like. It can happen, but it doesn't have the detail, and it doesn't have the tampo or the paintwork or the heavier plastic. Like it's cool for what it is, but it feels the price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Tony didn't wear the gray shirt. I'm wearing an olive green, but it's gonna look gray on camera, I think. But isn't that black, Bobby? Black and white. You're not wearing gray either.
I am not. Nope.
I am black shirt Batman. Yeah. Okay, cool. What
Gotta
else we got?
support the dreadnought.
That thing is pretty awesome. Who wants to talk about this?
Meh.
Not in my wheelhouse.
So I do want that Batgirl, only because it would go with my Batman Robin bat symbol. Yeah, bat signal, 2-pack. The Batman with the camo. Look, I loved that as a kid. I think either me or my brother had that one. Although I wish it came with the actual stuff that the toy came with. But I think is there another. Oh, Moody's. Oh, I'll take over. The Christmas Joker and Two-Face. This is the one wave where I'm like actually going, oh, okay, this is actually pretty badass. If I could, I'd get all 4 of them just because get Max of Zeus. That's great. I love the fact that they finally kind of took away a lot of the cell shading and just gave us the old school DC Direct figures.
Oh, that cell shading was awful.
It was a bit much. You can see it. You can see it on the Joker here and on Two-Face here. Fine. It's not horrendous like it was on that first wave. But
Yeah,
who was the star of this wave?
Two-Face.
You think Two-Face is?
I do, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's the Christmas Joker just because I love that episode and the fact that they gave him the painted hand with the hat. Like that for me sells it. I'm like, all right.
I'm with you, Bobby.
I just love that. That's fantastic. I think for me, it is Joker. It's Two-Face, then Batgirl, and then this Batman. And then the Batgirl does look phenomenal. It really does look. But it's kind of hard for McFarlane to mess up the animated series as much as he has in with the Gotham Knights figures. Those were atrocious.
These are the only ones I'm getting.
So was the game.
I heard it was bad.
Yeah, the game was not up to par.
I didn't find that.
Yeah, he rocks the Batman Beyond stuff.
Yeah. Well, now that I finally found this one, even though I mean it's screen accurate, it doesn't have cell shading, it's got more limited articulation, but it was enough for me to pick this one up, and I just sold my Mezco Batman Beyond.
Oh, nice.
Which was fun. It was cool, but it was a Mezco interpretation. It did not look like the cartoon, which has a very specific aesthetic. Although
what's the difference between that one and the platinum?
This is the platinum.
Okay.
It's a platinum. There is no non-platinum.
Oh, well then I have that one.
Jack says the shading is dumb. It looks like someone pissed all over his outfit.
But
even the dog doesn't like that. Even the dog doesn't like the camo.
Does not.
So these are showing up at Walmart, which sucks. But then I don't think it's been officially announced, but there's a clear blue one that also comes with the unmasked Terry McGinnis head.
Okay.
Oh.
That one apparently is going to show up at Target.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, somebody gave me one last week.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't really look at it, but I don't remember a platinum sticker being on there.
Yeah, it's like whatever, the bottom right corner where they all are. It's
Okay.
gold label and platinum.
Yes, it's gold label. That one I know. But who said that Batman looks like somebody pissed on him?
I'm here. Jack.
It's his I don't know. I don't want to get us in trouble. It's his Eileen. It's his Eileen outfit. Do you guys get it?
Oh,
I don't, but I'll laugh anyway.
You know the song.
come on, Eileen.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I know that song. Hey, 7 decibel 2 Nate. 7 decibel 2 Nate. Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? Oh, Jose Espinoza. What's up? PWG. What's going on? What's happening? Go to OT Customs for replacement cloth wired capes for your McFarlane Batman. OT Customs. OT dash
Nice.
Customs. R. Kelly edition. He got your joke. Hey, did you already talk about this?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And then this too, the Build-A-Figure.
Yep.
Maxi Zeus.
All right. We never talked about this, the Kickstarter for Medieval Spawn. Did anybody back this on the team?
I thought about it because the price is really good, but in the end, no.
Yeah, it's $58 for one of them. Or he always does the autograph thing, which is almost twice the price, like 110. But it's $210 for all three, or $350 with the autograph. So
I think
obviously $58 each is good. Huh?
I think the autograph ones went quick.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about this is these are already in production, right? Like most Kickstarters, you're paying once they get the money, then they start the development and dealing with the factories and everything. And McFarlane has already shelled out the money up front. I don't know whether it was out of personal funds or whatever. And so these are already happening, and he expects, I think, shipping them by the end of the year.
Yep.
There's some crazy stuff going on with this one. I can't talk about a lot of it, but you'll notice a couple things. Look at who put the Kickstarter on, right? Like, look who's doing this Kickstarter. Yes, it's Todd. Yeah. It's not right. McFarlane Toys. This is not a McFarlane toy.
It's not McFarlane Toys. It's just Todd McFarlane.
It says it's Todd McFarlane Productions.
Oh,
so this isn't a McFarlane Toys thing. And if you look, like none of the McFarlane Toys social media is saying boo about this. And yeah,
Jose wants the Batman that's getting pissed on. And Roman says, "How's your night, guys?" Well, we're celebrating 4 years of our channel, and I'm very proud of where it's come, and we're very happy to have all you guys. And we're going to kind of dive into the year that we've had and the community, how amazing it's been. Right now, we're just kind of running through the toy news. But Roman, thanks. We're great because you're here too. So appreciate that. No company should be doing cell shading except NECA,
and they're not doing it anymore.
I was going to go to Bobby because I have one cell shaded figure. I think it's that Predator. It's like a bluish one. Do you guys remember that one? It was pretty awesome. It's what's your take on this? And now Spec says they're not doing the one company who does it great isn't doing it.
At least not with Ninja Turtles. But go ahead, Bobby.
Oh, I mean, I think McFarlane. I think NECA does the cell shading the best. Depending on what they're doing, like that Batman '89 figure they did a few years back, that was based off of the Batman NES based video game, looked horrible, garbage. Like that was on sale at my comic book shop. I opened up going, pay me to look at this, right?
Pay me to look at it.
The Predator one they did came out really good. Like they can do it right. McFarlane can do it right. I think for me personally, the one that's done it the best has been the Marvel Legends with the X-Men VHS ones.
Okay, those are. I mean, they're better than the Spider-Man ones. Those are kind of gruesome. I think the Spider-Man animated
Spider-Man's hit or
ones
miss. Sure.
Yeah.
I actually like the Spider-Man
The
ones.
Venom looked great. I love the Venom.
Yeah.
That Venom one is amazing. That was the one I had compared with the new Venom, the new retro Venom. That's true. Good call.
I think just sometimes, and I get what NECA and McFarlane and Marvel Legends are all trying to. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying like, oh, these are straight off the TV stream. Don't do it. Just stop across the board. They hit it right with the Ninja Turtles. Cool. Just stop it. Stop. From us to y'all, stop cell shading. Just if we want to cell shade it, guess what? We'll cell shade it.
All I do is take it off.
Tony will do it. Tony, speaking of you, man, your boy's here. Legend series.
What up, Tony? I told him what's up in the chat.
Tony. Shark Eyes, thank you so much. He says there's 50, I think we've had up to 57, 58 viewers tonight, and only 22 likes right now. So come on, chat, give these fellas their flowers for the 4 years and hit that like. I appreciate that, Shark Eyes. Thank you so much.
You,
and
Shark.
go
You know what?
Shark
I'm
Eyes
gonna
Toy
do it
View.
too.
Oh, thanks, Baldy. I appreciate that.
There you go.
I'll go on my other account, do it. NECA isn't doing cell shading on TMNT anymore. I think they're not doing any. Oh, that's spec. Why am I pulling that up? What do you think of these covers, Bobby? We'll stick with you. You're the comic guy.
I mean, I think they look fantastic. It's it's Todd doing what he does best. Spawn. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's like asking, it's like getting a Jim Lee Superman or Wolverine cover. Like, oh no, it's their bread and butter.
Kind of crush.
Yeah. I won't lie. I think these actually look kind of better than what he's done in the past with Spawn. But I mean, he is doing some amazing freaking covers right now for Spawn and for Maljaboa. They're under the origin of Maljaboa, so he's doing very good with that.
Awesome.
So,
and then that shield is fantastic. Tony, you want to talk about I don't know if you're big on Spawn. Are you? I don't think you and I have ever really talked about Spawn. You're not a Spawn guy, are you?
No, back in the day I was a little bit with the comics and some of the early figures, but yeah, that's it. It looks really kick-ass medieval stuff here, but no.
You're right. They're doing free bonus accessories. They unlocked everything already, I think. So extra sets of hands were 250K. The sheaths with the sword, the small axe, the Roman helmet. That was a blue and black exclusive. And then the figure is going to be 32 points of articulation. Articulation has never been McFarlane's strong suit.
I was about to say, does he know how to do articulation? I mean, is he like? Is the arm gonna be like this? And he see, it's articulated. No.
Ouch.
The truth hurts sometimes, Tony. This figure very much reminds me like that late 90s, early 2000s McFarlane that he used to do. And look, if you are looking for a night Spawn, McFarlane, Greg Capullo, like those guys are gonna give you very detailed artwork. Silvestri, very detailed artwork on that Spawn and that McFarlane shield. I mean, it's just McFarlane doing what he does best. Look at that. Like that's straight up like late 90s, early 2000s Spawn figure.
His sculpt work is the best. Yeah, sculpt work.
Oh, I see you. Speaking of McFarlane, that's why I literally gave Venom a 4 for that face sculpt alone, despite all the issues everyone the community's having. I'm like, I love that McFarlane face sculpt.
He's giving
Deadpool's dude.
He's giving Deadpool's ass a run for the money. That's amazing. And he's got that arch. Woo! Come on, baby.
Oh,
he's got that back arch.
So he's not purple, he's black, right?
Him?
He's black, not purple, yeah.
Oh yeah,
okay,
he's black.
Good. I might get that one. That McFarlane head's pretty dope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so no one's gonna. I think the medieval Spawn is great. I just can't. I'm trying to get rid of things. I'm not trying to open up new cans of worms. I do, of all the stuff McFarlane's doing right now, it's pretty impressive. I agree with Spec, the $58 and you get all that stuff for one. I think it's a tremendous value. But what do you guys think of McFarlane doing a Kickstarter anyway? I mean, I'll go to you, Baldy. McFarlane Productions, like Spec mentioned. I mean, he's a famous rich guy. Didn't he Kickstarter?
I'm very proud of him. You know, even if he's rich, you know what? There's people that are behind the scenes getting paid for this stuff, right? So it's not just about him. It's about
paying. Yeah, that's true.
So listen, I'm very happy for him. You know, he's got to do what he's got to do. I heard some behind the scenes stuff, but who knows? You know, it's 2024. It could just be social media tweets and Snapchats and all sorts of DMs going around. Who knows?
Oh, I like this comment. Posture matters. And McFly, thank you. Yeah, we're going to talk about Jada Toys obviously a lot. There's no way to celebrate. This show is more of a celebration of our 4th year instead of the 4 years. Last year, Bobby, right? We did like a reflection of 3 years. Yes. And I think we didn't need to do it again. We will. I think next year we'll do the 50 people on the screen thing and say fuck it. But I think this year I wanted to focus on this. I mean, this is our team, and KJ will be joining us. Like, we had a great year as our team, and I kind of wanted to look back at what we've done. We have a couple other news bits before we kind of dive into that. But Justin has a question. These are a comment and question. These are concerning times for the 89 Batman fan, kind of what Bobby was alluding to. Super 7, aka Subpar 7, just acquired the rights to the 89 Batman IP. Anybody want to take this? Bobby, right? Thumbs up for Super 7 89?
Yeah, and this is why I'll say thumbs up.
I'm surprised.
I like the Super 7 Ultimates line. Actually, if you go to the GHG TikTok, I'm actually doing a partnership with Houston Toy Museum. They're letting me unbox all the Super 7s they have in their store, which is a lot of fun.
That's pretty amazing.
Badass, dude.
So
wait, I have a question for you about that. Hold on. Let's stop at TikTok. You said the GHG TikTok? Is that the formerly a Toy Kind of Mood, and now it's okay, good. Yes. Good. So because you've already got so much stuff on there. Yeah. So now the TikTok, because I don't fuck with TikTok. I ain't a lot. So I'm on Snapchat for other reasons, but but TikTok I don't mess with.
Snapping for the babe.
Exactly.
For them hoes. But but so it's the Geeks Have Game TikTok. Just want to make that clear. Okay, we'll have to get a screenshot sooner or later and post it on here. But yeah, if you're on TikTok, go check out Geeks Have Game GHG. But yeah, continue, please.
So I've unboxed Duffman from the Simpsons Ultimate 7 line, and the Green Ranger from the Ultimate 7 Power Rangers line.
Okay.
And I have the Ninja Turtles. I've got a few of those. When Super 7 does it right, they do it fantastic. Knock it out of the park. That Green Ranger one,
Thundercats.
Like the Thundercats one, the power, like that Green Ranger one, you have 3 heads. You've got the mask. You've got different guns, different swords. You have like the morpher. You have everything. The Duff Man, I get it's the Simpsons, but it's very plain, like just like 3 hands, a Duff finger, alternate head, and party Santa's a helper. If they do this right, if they give us a proper Nicholson Joker, if they give us a Greg Keaton with like, maybe like the 89 Batman Returns, you could do both those with a lot of the accessories. It'll be great. And granted, yes, sometimes they're a little loose jointed. It's fucking plastic.
What do you think of this comment? Paul says Super 7 better not be the first company to give us Nicholson.
They will. They will. Actually, I'm probably gonna try and talk to Kyle about this probably later on this year, because the 2000 Turtles are coming out, and when he dropped this, I was like, "Oh, Kyle, what's going on?" He hearted it, and he's like, "Just wait." I'm like, "All right." So there we go.
Okay. We got some breaking news here on A Toy Kind of Mood. The guy with always the breaking news in the world of wrestling figures, My Damn Toys, is in the house. What up, Trey? My roommate from Comic-Con. You caught me live, man. And we actually are mentioning wrestling figures for like 2 minutes, so be here for that. For sure. But that was cool. All right, what else we got going on?
Did
it'll be cool to see some Rich Triangle. What's up, sir?
the Super 7 did do an 89 drop today. So they did the Super Cyborg Batmobile, which I think is currently on Amazon.
Nice.
Okay.
So, would it be fair to say that anybody that has an issue with Super 7, it's them, it's the consumer that's wrong and not Super 7? And what I mean by look at Tony's face. What I mean by that is, ever since Super 7's been on the scene, ever since they did the reaction stuff, you know what you're getting.
Mhm.
So you should not be shocked that it's just in a larger scale form when it's with the Ultimate. It's a very niche thing. They're more like McFarlane was in the early years, where it was no art, right? No articulation, is basically statues and stuff like that.
So here's the thing. So the reaction figures are very much that 1980s superpower friends. Like it's just like up, down, that's it.
Right.
The I'm not confirming anything about I'm just saying if they do it, they'll do it right.
Oh, you made it seem like it was coming, Bobby. Come on.
I don't know, Bobby.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know, Bobby.
I
thought you were breaking some news.
Sorry, no, I'm not confirming anything on that. I just told
Or
Kyle,
denying. Or no, not confirmed nor denying.
I just told Kyle, like, oh shit, if you do Batman, like, and he's hardening, like, no, there's no confirming on Nicholson. So I'm just saying if they did it, it'll be done right. It'll be, and I could see Super 7 being that company to get him. How, I don't know, but I think that and this reaction Outcast Aquaman came out today. But the Ultimates line, it depends on which ones you get. The Ninja Turtles are insanely articulate. They are insanely articulate. And look at Tony. Look at that. And they're fantastic. Like, that's why I did not feel the need to get those Mezcos just because I have the Super 7 Ultimates already.
So those are Super 7?
This is Super 7, yeah.
That's Super 7.
Yeah. The Ultimate line, like, they have more limitations compared to other lines, but they're still pretty articulated. He's got ankle articulation, he's got knee articulation, swivel.
And while you're there, Spec, what do you think of this? Because you obviously collect Super 7. They're selling $35 figures for $60. He says is the price is the issue with.
Good God!
So I don't get Super 7 anymore. The few Turtles stuff that I did have, I bought every single one of them on sale. Most of them for $25 each. And I'm currently trying to sell those and get rid of them. I will keep Mondo because I love Mondo, and
it's awesome. It is a pretty awesome figure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't get Super 7, and if I do get Super 7, it's only on sale. Because I agree, like $50, $55. The wing nut and screw loose that came out or is coming out, that was like $80 because it's gigantic. Like, those are the pricing on those is ridiculous.
One thing about Super 7 is they'll eventually go on sale, and I talked about all fan channel, they don't go on sale. Super 7 does go on sale. I mean, look at those Ultimate GI Joes, they went way down. From one Trav to another. Thank you, Travis Fairborn. Many congrats on the 4th year. The amount of time through high school or college, well, not college for me, that was like 17 years, but my sister's still in college. She's like almost my age. But anyway. Dynamic 8 Action just released the wave of 6 Batman 8-inch figures on BBTS. So there you go. Thoughts?
The scale is all wrong.
Thoughts on this line? The scale's wrong. What else we got? Well, anyone know about those?
I never heard too many good things on oh no, I'm thinking of Beast Kingdom. I saw some photos, they look okay. But 8-inch, 8 1/4 inch or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I don't know that company.
Well, we're about to know that company right now because we're gonna do the whole thing. Where you
I'm looking at it now, and
so are we live?
Badass.
We're talking about it live. Okay.
Talk about live.
All right, here we go. Look that.
I'm
It
talking
looks
about
good to
live.
me. $50. It looks better than the Mezco, and that was 100.
Damn.
Not the
What company's
face.
that?
Dynamic 8.
Let's see. We just make the whole screen. Here we go.
Dynamic
that was
8.
really good.
That is dope.
I don't know.
right
That looks really good, bro.
I don't know. That looks
there.
pretty damn good.
Whoa. Whoa, that's awesome. Dynamic 8, get down.
Dynamic 8. I never even heard of this.
Well, wait a
Dynamic
second.
8. Look out.
Oh, it is Beast Kingdom.
It
See,
says
that's what I thought.
Beast Kingdom. Beast Kingdom. Beast Kingdom. There you go.
Didn't
Yeah,
we cover one of these at San Diego?
They did. It was terrible. So I think
That's
they're
it.
redoing it.
Beast Kingdom. Look at
And,
the
and
Bale.
Beast Kingdom
Christian
did do a Jack Nicholson Joker
Yeah.
last year or the year before.
Yeah, and it was
Kingdom.
pretty great. Look at that.
Kingdom
This
is
is
on
like
it.
perfection. What the hell? This is amazing.
Oh, that's slept on that. Beast Kingdom.
Yeah, but isn't
That
this
is
the
cool.
company that the things look good, but then the joints are messed up and they're
Yeah.
not
Oh,
like they're the quality isn't good on the plastic, right? It's just they look
These are
good.
8-inch. These are 8-inch.
They're 8-inch.
8
But
inch.
I mean, you know, they're redoing them, so maybe these will be better.
Yeah,
What's
baby.
that bunny one? What's that bunny one? I saw a bunny one at the bottom.
8
It's funny. It's Bugs
Is
as Batman.
That's awesome, dude. I want that.
I
one.
know.
Okay, this is rad.
Damn.
That's so cool.
All right, sold.
Uh,
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's so
Bugs.
badass. I'll put it right next to
Bugs
Cheshire Cheetah.
Batman.
Oh, they got an awesome lineup, dude. All right, so I looked it up. The Dynamic Action 8 Action. How I don't know how to say it, but it's their 8-inch line of dynamic posing figures.
yeah. And I'm
The
gonna
back
jump
cough
in
drop.
because Jack said, why are they 8-inch? I don't like that. Obviously, I don't like that either. But my guess is I'll bet you McFarlane Toys contractually is only allowed to make 7-inch. Like they've put it in writing that nobody else can make a 7-inch. And then I'll bet you there's probably some exclusivity agreement with Mezco or whoever else that's done the 6-inch.
Yeah, you may not like it at 6 or 7-inch, but your women are gonna love it at 8-inch.
All right. On that note, guys, one of our best folk we know has to get going soon, and we got to do the segment with him. Bobby, you good for another five minutes or so, or 10 minutes at the most? Okay, cool. Motu, bro. There's no way I could have let you go without talking about Motu. There's new Masterverse. We got and there's new so we got King Randor Roboto here, and then I believe Evil Lynn coming up. So I wanted to get your thoughts on Masters of the Universe before we let you go.
Looks fantastic. The Evil Lynn looks great. Also, for that shitty Master of the Universe film, Alison Brie has been cast as Evil Lynn. So there you go.
It looks pretty decent. I mean, she looks pretty good, and I saw the picture today. Yeah. What do you think of these two Masterverse?
That King Randor looks great. That Roboto looks fantastic. I won't lie. However,
Evil Lynn is tits.
I already got that Roboto from Revolution from the Netflix series, and they did a fantastic job with that one. So I don't think I'll be getting this one. But then again, I'll see it in hand. I'm like, ooh, I gotta get this, and I get yelled at. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, look at what I said about Merman.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I don't need another Merman. 3 Merman later. It's like, God damn it.
Well,
Terror.
They just knocked that one out of the park. When did they announce King Randor? Because I hadn't seen that one yet.
I wouldn't wear that one either, to be honest.
Had to be in the last couple days. I'll say that the Masterverse is easily one of the most. It's one of the best ones out there, and it's just nobody's picking it up, and I don't know why. It's the articulation,
Evil Lynn.
detail.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm not going to get any more, and then I find that new Merman, which looks phenomenal.
Yeah, that Merman looks
it's amazing. Yeah, it's
and
they're not.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
he's a good size.
And yeah, they do a great job.
This is a leak. This was a leaked. Shout out to Toy News and JC over at Toy News and Toy Arc. We use a lot of your images for our show, and then I believe this news came from Toy News, JC. So what's up, JC?
Okay.
So yeah.
No,
all right, and then we got Origins, Bobby. Sorry about that.
No, sorry. Terror and the other one I'm passing. I don't.
Terror.
Lord Grasp. That's
I
Tony,
know.
isn't it? Lord Grasp in the nightclub.
Exactly.
That's right. Grasp that ass. So sorry.
How can we even talk about toys?
What you got in
You know what? I gotta ask everybody, what are you guys sipping on? You know what I mean? Like, what's the toy chat sipping on? Oh man, that's a interesting looking blonde ale there. You got Gulf Kosh.
Golf
Nice.
Course, yes.
Yeah, I got.
You're in Texas. I thought you have a Yingling. You don't like Yingling?
Oktoberfest. Baby.
Right, but this is a Austin Brewing Company.
Oh,
Yinglin's a Pennsylvania brew.
That's Pennsylvania, baby.
Yingling?
There you go.
Yeah.
You can't get it here in Arizona. My boys went to Texas to go get it, and I thought it was from Texas.
All right. There you
You're
go.
good. Yeah. Look, to go back to that origin, those two origins. To quote our good friend K Wish, I didn't grow up with them. I don't know them. These are based off of I think initial like sketches that never got made when with the Snakeman. They're cool looking. No, don't get me wrong, but I have no desire to get them. So,
Snakeman with a big lobster hand.
Exactly. It's like, what is happening here?
Shit. How do you do whatever?
Interesting looking guy.
Yeah, it's cool looking. I'll give it that. Colors are cool. But yeah, I'm gonna
paint that shield he has.
And then this is just Rattler and Whiplash and Trapjaw combined. So with what's the Mosquito Hordak one? He's got those feet. So it's like four Motus combined into one. It's like one gigantic mutant.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts that it took them 40 plus years to start reusing molds.
Right.
It's insane.
Like, the bodies just all look different. But no.
We got a comment here. Four Horsemen, who did the Masters of the Universe 4DX series, they need to be behind. I think Four Horsemen's doing pretty good with their own IPs right now. They're crushing it with Figure Obscura, Cosmic, and Mythic. I don't think they'll deal with. I want to deal with the corporate Mattel stuff. And,
that being said, though, Trav, Four Horsemen does do homages to Motu because they did the 2X series.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. They do plenty of it. I mean, look at the buzzer, that Buzz Off that David Williams sculpted for them, and then they made it. He did a custom Buzz Off and a Mythic Legions, a Cosmic Legions look, and then they said this is part of the line.
Yeah,
they just made it retail. I'm like, wow, that was one of the, and I know that's up on BBTS, that series of Cosmic Legions. So, and then let's see. I guess it isn't Shiner Bach. This is where is beer kind of mood right now.
Yeah, that's out of Texas too. Shiner, Texas. Yep, I do like Shiner.
All right, one more thing, Bobby, because you're probably the only person in the house that cares a little bit about wrestling. Although, Spec, you want to show us what you picked up? You picked up something that has to do with this.
Yeah,
I was kind of shocked that you got it. Yeah, but that figure looks amazing.
I got this one because I have the Stump Wrestling Turtles. And so I thought maybe I could do some fun photos with this one. I don't care about the other ones that are coming out, but this one was badass enough, except for this stupid
turtle news for you.
Rubber dildo thing on his arm.
Well, let me ask you this. Are these hard to find anymore? I know in the beginning they were super hard to get, the Motu WWE.
This is the first time I've seen him on the shelf, and he was kind of like hiding. Somebody knocked him off the peg. I've seen the Donatello and the Mikey, whatever they are, Kofi something.
New Day, Kofi, and Xavier Woods. Kingston.
I don't see them plentifully, but I've seen them several times.
Right. But so the hardest ones are going to be obviously, I think, Cody and Roman, because they're the two biggest stars that WWE has, and then they're the two coolest characters. The non-turtles, the Shredder and Casey, right? So they got Seth Rollins there as Leo, and then Rafi as I mean, these have no business being this good. They're kind of good for like silly crossover. I mean, look at all the stuff you get and everything. So pretty neat. What do you think, Bobby? Before we let you go.
Look, I saw the I think it's Xavier Woods is Donatello. I saw him the other day. He looked cool. It was tempting, but I don't need these figures. They look amazing. And if you are, if you want to do this crossover, then 100% do that. Maybe if they do like that, sale at Target and I find them, then I'll get get them. Play Seth frickin' Rollins' theme song while I open it up. The Cody Rhodes looks great. I like the Cody. That the Roman Shredder looks great.
I mean, that American Nightmare Casey Jones mask is amazing.
It looks
so well done. Well done.
It is well done.
Is that soft goods? That looks like a soft goods,
yes. That's a soft goods vest. Yeah.
I like the stick. Everything looks really nice.
Yeah.
These are supposed to be terrible, and they ended up pretty good.
They're elites too. Yeah.
Well, you know what else? They've been doing that crossover with Masters of the Universe, and
they look good together.
Yeah.
And that should be terrible, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So this looks really good too.
Those are good fodder. Those elites. Those are great custom fodder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My only complaint is he doesn't have the butterfly joints. I guess that's only for the Ultimates.
Yeah. Oh, that's Ultimates though. That's why.
Ultimates have butterflies. That's right.
Ultimates have the drop downs, and I mean they still have the double pinless, right? They're both double pinless. The elite.
He has pins on. He's pinless up here, but he has pins down here.
Oh, he's got pins on the legs. Okay.
Yeah.
So they kind of take some shortcuts.
So I do have one question since you're a wrestling person.
Sure. Yeah.
Did they make this logo up for this crossover, or is this actually like a Roman Reigns?
No, that's Roman Reigns'.
Yeah, that's Roman Reigns'
his tribal thing.
Yeah. So speaking of that, a week from Friday, I start my Mattel gig. I'm going to be the host once again, the host of the WWE for Mattel at their toy fair. It's a closed toy fair, so none of you can go. You have to, unless you get a job with Amazon, Target, Walmart, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Kohl's, Best Buy, GameStop, Hot Topic. If you get a job with those companies, then maybe you can go. Probably not even then.
We can't go.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay. That'll be fun.
I work for Hot Topic.
There you go. Then I'll see you there.
All right.
Is the Bam Bam Big Boss Man link on Amazon? That's a good question from My Damn Toys, who might still be in the chat. So Trey, if you're still with us, let us know, because I have not seen a Bam Bam Boss Man link, and I thought that was a Target thing, and I thought those were Legends. Oh no, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that's not the Target Legends. Yeah, I haven't seen an Amazon link yet.
No wonder our viewership's not growing. We're talking about Motu and wrestling.
How dare you, show? How dare you?
Hey, you know what? For a fuck around show, we got 56 people watching. I'm fucking happy with that. Good. What up, Sabir? Good evening. Happy 4-year celebration, ATKM. I'm late, of course. Been working, pumping iron, and listening in.
Bobby, look what I just made.
Oh my god! No, that's
cool. Venom attack Frank.
Yeah,
Kit Bash.
That's amazing. That is fantastic. I love that.
That's actually great.
So ugly.
That works perfectly, actually.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. Congrats on the anniversary. Yeah, but
in some turtle news, hey Spec, what are these from that Sean sent me? What are these guys from?
Mezco.
Yeah, that's the Mezco cartoon set.
Yeah.
Okay. He had me do. I'm just showing him since we're live, and I want him to think I'm doing something.
He's not watching.
Damn it! Like you show. That he wanted me to take the Leonardo one and paint it, like Donatello. So.
Is that the one that you just did? Hang on, hold that. I'm going to take a picture and send it to him. Yeah, focus on that, not your big ugly head.
Sorry.
You don't know how to do a screenshot?
I know. Just take a screenshot. Windows.
It's easier to do this than try and fuck around with the screenshot.
4 years of this nonsense. Congratulations. Yeah, absolutely. We wouldn't have it any other way, JD. I appreciate you.
Tony, hold it up.
Huh?
Sorry, I was just going to say, hold it up next to the original to see. I want to see how well you match the purple.
I have to go darker, I think.
That's what she said.
See, it has to go a little darker. So I think I'm going to get another paint, some more paint, and go a little darker. Because see how darker he is?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at that. I'm like,
still badass.
Just go a little bit darker on this guy. It could be all right.
Did you do the iris? Nice.
Purple.
Just want to comment on this comment real quick. New Day actually rocked their TMNT suits on Raw. So the funny thing is, I knew this a year ago at Toy Fair, Fall Toy Fair. I was told they were going to use it in content a year ago. So that's how long plans take between companies and companies, like relationships. It took a whole year for a New Day to come out, because they're not going to come out their TMNT suits the next night on Raw when they come up with the deal. They're going to do it when the toys are out, right? So that's kind of how that worked out. Nolan, hi. Do we have to say bye to Bobby?
Yeah, I gotta get going real quick.
Bye, Bobby.
It's gotta get going soon. But before y'all kick me off, look, 4 years. That is not a small feat, and the fact that we've actually been growing is also not a small feat, and the fact that we have fans that actually like us. Again, not a small feat. The fact that we're not negative assholes, again, not a small feat.
Right.
So look, it's been fun as fuck doing this show. I'll be hosting again in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do the PulseCon. Oh no, you're doing the Brutal Realm. That's gonna be a big one.
Big.
So we got Brutal Realm. We've been killing it with guests lately, I think, and not because of us, but the guests have been killing it, right? And it's been awesome having Ace, and we had Skeletron and whatever, and then now we have Brutal Realm. So the hits keep coming, and you're gonna be tackling that. So with Tony, right? You and Tony.
I believe so.
Yeah, that'll be.
And then GHG. Obviously I'm on hiatus right now because of the vacation, and thank you, Salinas, for that. But here's the fun thing. I think we're going to go Monday nights live during Monday Night Football, because the second half of the show will be fantasy football regrets with me and our friend Derek Vignier.
Oh, that'll be good.
We'll be going over our fantasy football, how we did that year, and crying more than likely because we drafted poorly. So that'll be fun for the next few months. But guys, what's up, Chop?
Oh no, I just said awesome. And one more thing. Go blue.
Hook 'em.
Go blue, baby.
Hook 'em. Let's do this shit.
I'll be up at 6 a.m. watching Pat McAfee at 6 a.m.
Boom.
ESPN game day.
I'll be on a mountainside. I'll be on a mountainside in Colorado watching this on my phone. Let's fucking go. Let's do this shit. Let's go. All right.
Awesome.
Hold on, Bobby. Hold on. You brought it out. No. But what does this hat say?
Oh, here we go.
The champ is here.
Okay.
The champ is here.
Okay.
The champ is here.
Okay. That's fair. Fair. Washington played their fucking game, the game of their life, and then fucking blew to y'all. Okay, fine. Fair. This Saturday, all that matters. All right, guys. Look, I don't say this lightly. I love the show. I love y'all. Fans, y'all are great. I love y'all too. Peace out, everyone.
Night, Bobby.
What's up, Bob?
Love you too. Hook 'em.
Von Cannon has entered the chat.
I was like, what the hell happened there? Why us Brutal Realm coming back on? For why is Brutal coming back on?
No, I like why us. Why us?
Why
Brutal
us?
Realm. Why us? Brutal Realm.
Someone help me. I like this one though. Let's go Celtics. That's a good one. Oh, look at this. Just found a Toy Kind of Mood a few months ago, and it's awesome. Cheers to many more years than 4.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you so much. Who's this bozo? Evening, guys.
Guy,
congrats
man?
on 4
Damn.
years. Mr. Mark Von Cannon. Wow.
Can't
We
get
have a
this guy.
spotlight on you coming up in a few, but I'm drinking too much beer, so I'm just going to have these guys talk to the chat while I do my thing and come back.
It's funny. That guy Mark looks like there's these toys coming out, Monster Force. Are you guys
It looks
familiar
like
with
one
that?
of them.
I've never heard of him.
So this dude, every time I see him in the chat, I'm like, damn, he looks like that. It's Captain Gridiron.
Commander Gridiron.
Yeah, Commander Gridiron. He looks just like him.
It looks just like him. It's
It's
crazy.
insane.
It's uncanny.
It's uncanny.
Uncanny Von Cannon.
No, that's really awesome, man. Who would not like to have a figure made in their own likeness? And you know what? In today's world, it could happen, right?
I just did one. For Toy Gaines.
Did
Made
you?
him a biker dreadnought. Yeah, he loved it.
That's really cool, man.
Gaines. Shout
What's
out Toy
funny
Gaines.
is usually we see the notes and stuff before a show, and tonight.
That's
Oh wait, is that you?
That looks like
Hey, how do I put him on solo?
Gaines.
Oh wait, here you go. Ready? Now do it.
Did you mess with the beard a little bit?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There you go. That's him.
Oh yeah. Look
This
at
this was
really
one of those
cool.
awful selfie series, and then I had to like.
Well, what you did to it made it look sweet, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I had to like file down the jaw and then obviously paint the beard to be a little more accurate. I
You
think it's
would
gotten
be
a lot
Tiger
whiter since
Force.
then. What's that?
You would be Tiger Force, you little Tiger King, you.
Our Gridiron
Good question,
and
Rachel.
Ramon,
I emailed them too.
Ramen, gonna collaborate. Well,
I think Mike
hopefully.
from Ramen got in touch with Mark, I think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think those
there a Mike?
seeds,
Yeah, Mike
those seeds
is
were
one of
planted
Ace's guys.
last week. Sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
No, I think Mike is one of Ace's guys that emailed Mark, and I'm not sure where that stands right now. I haven't talked to Mark in a bit, but we shall see.
So we should follow up. Tony and Baldy, what did you guys think? We had almost we have around 3,300 people watch this interview.
Oh
Nice.
man, it was great. It was
That's
awesome.
great. Yeah, what did we think? I thought Ace was kind of standoffish. I think he was really like, I don't know, kind of a diva, but he did really well. I thought, no, I like Ace. I liked Ace when I met him at Joe Fest.
Yeah, it was cool hanging out with him. Yeah.
He's a very smart guy, very nice guy. So I hope he does well, man.
Yeah, he let us know a lot of info on all the different bread brands coming up, so he was really open with all his stuff. And he answered a bunch of questions in the chat. And then right after that, he went and had his own. he had his own live, so he did double duty.
Yeah, and there might be a chance we might get an early crack at doing a review for one of the vans. So I haven't solidified that yet, but it's in the works. He better do it because I sent him a $10 super chat, so he better come.
I backed I got the Rev Raider.
Right. Well, Tony, shouldn't we talk about this stuff, the details? Because we had a lot of the details, but we didn't have them all. So now we see them on screen.
Yeah.
Early bird, $100. So the same price as a Vamp or a Stinger. Baldy, what are you thinking of the prices on this stuff for the early bird? And then the Raider obviously is that work a Punisher van kind of deal, 110, and then the A-Team recoil 125.
I like it. We got to handle these things, or at least the prototype at Joe Fest, and
yes, sir.
What was funny is, we were making the joke last week that Punk dropped it, and everybody kind of freaked out, and Ace was the only one was like, "No, this is fine. This is fine. It's made to do that." So it's a sturdy vehicle, and for $99, dude, he's going to make a name for himself with this. You don't have to be an A-Team fan. You don't have to be a Punisher fan. These things could be used in so many different toy photography applications.
Oh, yes.
It goes across all the different IPs. I like it. Yeah.
I will say, just so that there's upfront, I'm sure it's going to be basically the same for everyone. I ordered the white one shipping was 48 or 44.
Okay.
So, you just have to factor that. You're getting the early bird price, which is great. But then when you throw the shipping on there, it does make it about 150.
Yeah.
And how long is the early bird pricing open till?
I'm not sure.
So here's my suggestion to anybody watching right now. There's at least 65 people here. Do what I did. I reached out to a couple friends. We are splitting, getting what we want. Everybody's getting what they want. So far, we've got doubles and every van ordered, and you will save on shipping. So if you have an opportunity to do that, split the cost and save on shipping. It ships rather quickly. You're talking Q1 2025. You'll have these things by March.
Right.
Yeah, I looked. I was gonna get a white and a black, and I think the savings on shipping was only $4.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend said the same thing. So yeah, it's like $40.
Oh goodness!
I think it goes $40, and with 3 it's $30, and then with 4 it's $28. Like the difference when you add it from the initial.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, damn.
Tony
all ordered ours together.
Sorry to cut in, but David Warren Hernandez has a comment that I was going to get you right away, right here. Raider, you said you got one, you pre-ordered, and he wants to do a Punisher van. What do you think of the possibilities of? I know we had a comment earlier. Is Ramen and Gridiron going to work together? Obviously, Mark's in the chat, and then you mentioned that they reached out to him. What is your take on that? Like, as far as Gridiron kind of giving them the assist, obviously we've seen them give Bill Murphy at Fresh Monkey Fiction an assist with loadouts and guns for Operation Monster Force, which are circulating around all the YouTube channels that have over 20K subscribers. Just had to put that out there. But yeah, I'm not salty. But Tony, what do you think of the possibilities of this van, and what are you going to do with it, and what are you hoping Mark does with it? We're going to talk about Gridiron in a second, by the way.
That's just the thing. Now I'm stuck. It's like I'm going to see what little things I can do, but if Mark's going to take a crack at it, I'm going to just let him do it, and then ask him to leave some room in the back, when either he and Quaid make some, either some computer terminals or some weapons racks for the internal. Leave some space for, something like a crotch rocket the size of that Black Widow one would be perfect. I hope it ain't too big, but something for him to jump on, because I remember I was a big Punisher fan. I'm War Journal, the main release, the first comic that came out, and War Zone. I'm a big Punisher dude. So and the van had a bunch of different looks. No two Punisher vans were the same. Him and Microchip got together and did a lot of stuff. They had cannons coming out the top. They had listening devices. They had antennas. They had Gatling cannons. They had a bike, all that stuff. So you just throw that. I'm going to throw Mark ideas like left and right and just see what he comes up with. And just, hey, leave some space for a bike back there. You can always take it out, put some seats in there. Oh, man, dude, it's going to be awesome.
I'm going to make one critique because it's me. So when Ace was touting these, it was this whole, like, we're going to have these vans, then there's going to be all these add-on accessories. So I was waiting for...
So you wouldn't have to, I think so. You wouldn't have to make them yourself or customize them yourself. You were hoping you would just have,
kind of like the tank. Like, oh, here's these add-on sets. So now you can make the tank a bridge layer. You can make the tank a Wolverine or whatever. And what it turned out was, no, if you want add-on accessories, you have to buy the Raider, and then you can take those accessories off and put basic one. It was just like, well, that's kind of a...
I know. I don't want to buy two of them.
Yeah. But other than that.
Yeah. But the way, it's Spec, you are such a bee. No, the way he said it is exactly what you just said. get this one, you get these accessories. They're interchangeable. But the way I understood it was, let me get through this, and then I can offer accessories.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
He did say that. He said that on the show. He said there would be a second version of it, and people are still pre-ordering like crazy. So no one wants to wait.
Yeah, so Spec, if you weren't playing with your Mondo Gecko, you would have heard that.
That's what he said. But initially, prior to the van going up, it was like, we're going to release the van. The van's going to have accessories.
Yeah.
Then there was the clarifying comment when he was on the show with you guys. But as I said, like, that's a game changer. I think one of you or he was questioning, like, he thought that the tank would be doing better than it is, not that it's not doing well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as you can see, it didn't unlock. I just pulled it up on screen, and it didn't unlock the blast effects yet. It's a little under 1200, 1150, and it's needs 1500. And that's why he extended it, the early bird. He talked about that on our show. So it's going to go for another whole month before this. But I think you brought up a good point, Spec. You said tanks they're just not popular anymore. I mean, the World of Tanks was a popular video game a few years back, but yeah, it's just not it's not a need. It's a lot of people
technology. It's whatever. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up when, like, the last time the military actually produced a new tank. Like, whatever tank may still be in service today, it's 50-year-old at least technology that's being kept up in motor pools. Like, that
would be my jam, the Phalanx.
So
that's a funny point that you bring up, Spec, talking about 40, 50 years old, where you have the majority of G.I. Joe classified collectors crying for 6-inch versions of a Real American Hero from 40 years ago, when the tanks were a big part of a Real American Hero, the line. So I would have thought for sure that these things would have sold at a better, higher number than what Ramen was telling, or what Ace was telling us last week.
I think he's still, that name is still getting out there. Like, the reason I didn't get the Racer was he had no track record to me, right? There was no proven track record. There was no, and so my test was getting the CAG set, the canopy set for the '89 Batmobile. I was like, okay, $30. I'll take a test with that. And I got it. Fantastic. And it swapped out super easy, and it looks phenomenal. And the guns pop on and stay nice. And I was like, okay, like, that's proven it with me now. And that was an easy.
I'm sorry, reading the comments.
Yeah, no.
Well, Russia has a Sentry. It's a high-speed Sentry. And then this is hysterical.
Russia.
But like, look at it. Like, how old is the Humvee? The Humvee was 90, 91, somewhere in there. Like, their big debut was Desert Storm, if I remember correctly.
Real old.
Like,
I mean, in the 90s, we all wanted Hummers, and then
I still do.
I still do.
Who's going to add a bubble window to the white van and the airbrush wizard on the side?
So those vans, I think that's what's going to put him on the map, because
I do too.
Without him even realizing it, he is going to produce one of the most versatile vehicles that you can get, because it can be anything, right?
Right, exactly. Spec. So that was kind of one of the things we covered on the show was, when you Google Punisher van, there's 500 different versions. It's an iconic fantasy in a way. I mean, it's been done. It's not a pure fantasy, because it's even in the TV show, and it's in some of the movies. But it's not like one thing. Like, like the Hiss tank is the Hiss tank, different colors. But the Punisher van is blue. It's got this different rims. It's this size.
And it's not just
door. It's all over the place, dependent on the comic book artist and their interpretation.
Well, and it's not just a Punisher van, right? Like, I have Union Gomez. It's a work van for him. I have the Pink Skulls band. It's their band van that they can load in and out of. I can make an Aztec mural and tape it up on the side and make it a Cheech and Chong van. Like, you can do so many different things with it. It's not relegated to a specific use. And
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
here's
It's
my
versatile.
here's
With a
my
70s
favorite
bubble
thing.
window on the back.
Exactly.
This
The
is my
dingle
favorite
balls across the
comment.
windshield.
Sorry.
Well, let Baldy read the comment.
Wait, can he drill a hole on the van roof and put in a turret?
As long as it has a hatch.
Only,
that
only if
goes
it doesn't move up and down. It's got to
Only
stay.
if it shows your legs dangling, which is insane to me. But anyway, this is my favorite comment right here. The only reason I would get the white one is if it came with a Teen Wolf figure. Now, listen, this proves the versatility of these vans. I mean, how many vans are iconic in different comic books, cartoons,
I had a van.
movies? Yeah, well, you know, it's funny you say that. I know you used to drive a white van, and when it,
I had
whatever.
a root beer brown van.
And you lived.
What do you
But
down by
no,
the
you
drinking
could do so
column?
many different things. You could take the Nika horror figures, right?
Nika.
NECA.
He has to say Nika so he doesn't get in trouble with his
Is it
company.
NECA.
NECA or Nika?
Just say Nika.
What up, Nika?
What's up,
Yeah,
Nika?
see, that's why he said Nika, so he doesn't get in trouble at his business.
Okay, I really don't know how to say it, but anyway, you could take Pennywise.
NECA.
Oh.
You could take Pennywise and do a van with balloons coming out of it. Like, there's going to be so many applications for these vans. I think you're right, Spec. It's kind of like lightning in a bottle. He could go back and revisit the tank. I'm surprised the tank's not selling the way it is, but the van is going to take
Me
off.
too. Yeah, the van already is popping off. You know, he hasn't shown the sales yet, but people are lighting it up. Sunday in our chat saying they were already pre-ordering during our show. They were pre-ordering. Right here we got Darren says M1A2 Abrams is 90 to present. The Humvee is 95 to present. FBI undercover van, SWAT van, Bongo the balloon beer van.
Right.
The Dumb and
Look at
Dumber
that.
van. Put the furry shit on it.
I mean,
the recoil might work with your Crimson Joes. Crimson Joes. Crimson, you mean Crimson Cobras that are in the classified line. Okay.
I want to buy a second white one. I'm not going to, and I want to send it to Tony so that Tony can like make it all rusted out and banged up.
Yeah, but you could do so many different. You could do a Wild Stallions van.
Make the Yeska van for teaching.
You know what I mean? There's so many applications.
I don't know. He says, read those dates again. Didn't I? 1980 to present, 1985 to present.
Yeah, you read them right.
Darren, you're.
Am I the one drinking or is it you? Well, I've never seen this guy before, but thank you, Rancid Dragon Productions. That's a cool looking picture and a cool looking name. Congrats on 4 years.
Wait, how do we become fans of yours? Because that is awesome, that picture.
Oh, I said 90 and 95. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Darren, don't fuck around, dude. He'll correct your ass.
All right. Let's move on. I am illiterate, but what's not illiterate is Mark Von Cannon and his family. It's the Gridiron Studios APC Ground Pounder. I mean, this thing rocked the internet, Tony.
Yeah. So did. I had to keep my mouth shut.
Well, you did. Well, you didn't. No, I'm kidding.
Did,
but look at this thing, man. As if we needed more. Didn't have enough shelf space. We got to add another back end to this bad boy, but it's all worth it. Look at this.
I mean, this got announced around the same time as the van, and it almost stole the van's thunder, or did steal the van's thunder.
Well, it was like I think it was at least a day after, right?
Yeah. No, same day.
Was it the same day? Good thing they're friends and they're gonna probably work together.
But the fact that they made this add-on and the add-ons that they were already making are phenomenal. Like, I wish I had the space and the money to get it, at least the big tire kit. But the fact that they made this add-on and it 100% changes the vehicle. It makes it a six-wheeler. It makes it kind of reminiscent of the Desert Fox. It changes the look. It changes the use. It's a whole new vehicle just by how they were able to engineer and like seamlessly connect it to the back.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fantastic. It's
So there's a lot of things, Spec. I'm glad you brought that up, but there's a lot of things that inspired it. I mean, look at how crazy this Mega Marine thing, Monster Blaster. I mean, this is actually what's funny is the colors aside, and this is 2 wheels, but with the way the cannon's placed, I kind of get vibes from this. But yeah, it's just Desert Fox you brought up. Look at the Cobra Maggot. I'm heard a lot of comments. Obviously, those are tracks, his tracks instead of wheels, but you know, it's got a whole other attachment. So there's a lot of things that inspired it, like Night Scrambler is pretty
Wow.
similar
Look at
too,
that.
right? So
Gun
yeah,
Bunny,
I
where you
mean,
at, Gun Bunny?
right? And then look, obviously they just call it an APC. So
Beautiful.
you
I
know,
love that damn
a
thing.
patrol carrier. But yeah, it's a amphibious personnel
Carrier, APC.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
look
love
at this thing. Cobra APC. This, I believe, was either Darren, probably correct me, someone, but this was not official, I don't believe. I believe this was like a custom, or it could be like a fan club Martinera type thing, but I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I don't think this is official. I think someone made this thing is long as fuck. I mean, 4 wheels.
Yeah, that thing is insane.
Yeah,
Woo!
but look at how all the boys can hang. So it's not an APC where they're all going to fit in. They're going to fit on the outside. You know, some will fit in, but it's more of like a jump on the back and let's go. I mean, we watch military movies. They're on the back. They're not inside, right? They're looking out. So
Yeah.
They don't follow OSHA regulations.
Ready to get blasted.
That's funny. I was
Yeah.
just going to say the same thing, Spec. This is OSHA approved.
the vamp upgrades are awesome.
When I first saw this, man, all I thought was Mark and Gridiron. They are the Randy Watsons of the toy world. You guys know who Randy Watson is?
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. That boy is good. As soon as I saw this, I was like, damn, Mark. Mark is good. These guys are good.
Look at Mark. He wants to offer a special code, Travis.
All right, but it says we wanted, so he must have rescinded that offer because it says we wanted to offer a special code 10 ATKM for 10 off entire store until midnight, which is like 10 minutes from now. Oh no, Mountain Time. Oh no, Mountain Time is the same as us right now, right? Because you're a Mountain Time.
Yes.
So it's 8:30. So you got 3.5 hours to get 10. How come I didn't use this code when I placed my order? What the hell? I'm joking. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, let's put that in the banner, man. Let's make a banner for that. Oh wait, someone already did it. Oh no, wait, someone did one.
You and old Baldy have the power.
All right, here we go. Well, you guys can talk while I do this.
Be right back.
I'm on Gridiron's website right now.
Yeah.
Well, I got a bunch of. Oh, you're ordering. Okay.
Yeah, we have to pause for technical difficulties while we order this ourselves. Mark,
right.
that's very generous of you, man.
10% off one of these things is a significant discount because of the cost of it, because it's a large item. You know what I mean? So a 10% is a healthy discount.
Mark, you can answer in the chat here, but Mark, is this your biggest endeavor yet? I mean, maybe we can have Mark on one day and ask him face to face, but is this your biggest endeavor yet for something to add as an add-on? While we wait for Mark's response, this thing is really, really cool.
Cool. So we got it at the banner at the bottom. Use 10 ATKM. So if you're looking for the code for Gridiron props, there. Oh, I put Gridiron Studios. Damn it. That's what happens when you drink and vote. Here we go. Let's fix that link.
Place so beautiful, don't you agree?
All right, cool. We're done. All right, cool. So we should be good now. Okay. But yeah, continue, Baldy. Sorry about that.
No, I'm just saying this thing is very impressive. It just shows the scope of what Gridiron has been able to do over the last couple of years. It's neat.
Yep. Very cool. Mr. Randy Watson, mic drop. Origins of the mic drop. I'd love to see a sidecar for the Ram, but not for a person. Make it a cage for dreadnought animals. Pork belly and raucous. That's funny. That's pretty brilliant, actually. A cage sidecar for pets.
Well, let me tell them to stand by. I know somebody working on just that.
Oh, look,
Mark
we're
says
getting
this is
questions
just
for
the
Mark,
start,
and he's not
baby.
even on the show. He's not even on the show. Look, hey, Mark, any potential thoughts? Save this for when he's on annual subscription service. This is just the start, Mark says.
Nice.
Mark's
Oh,
going to be on a toy kind of mood. We don't know when, but pretty soon. I think we're working on getting him in sometime in September. Probably when I get to Texas after Toy Fair, because it'll be a lot of probably easier then. When when I'm in at State Fair in a hotel. So we'll do that. But let's see what else we got. We got some photos. Let's go through them. Get the wings. Which color you guys like? Baldy, pick one.
Oh, I like. Damn. I was gonna go with the first one, and then I don't think I saw the third one on the right here, with the silver
Yeah.
or grayish in the middle with the red trim.
Right. That's what I went with.
Damn it.
I think the black in the middle is perfect for the vamp, which is what KJ was showing off. And KJ, maybe when he jumps on, he can show us some of those images because he did a great job suiting up his vamp. But the one on the
you
right
want
is kind
some?
of like
You don't want
upgrade
none?
thing.
You don't want none of my vamp, do you?
Oh, well, you got it in hand.
You don't want none of this.
He's like,
Yeah.
forget KJ, I got one.
Get KJ. He didn't even hear that punk.
You still got the old tires.
The old tires. What you talking
Oh,
about?
the green? Hold on. Oh, you painted them.
Yes, that's right. See all the letters? I painted them.
Oh, man.
Wait, did you custom a custom?
Yeah.
That's right, baby. Come on now. You know me.
Holy moly.
That's
See
like
that?
bacon wrapped
Gridiron
in bacon.
Studios, rugged terrain, hybrid. I painted them all OD green, baby.
So here's the thing I was talking about with Ace, right? Let's just pull great. Looks beautiful, Tony. But this comment right here, real quick, is thank you for the code and offering items nobody else is around to consider conjure up. That's the thing. Ace and Mark right now are filling in the void of, they're not making rattlers and vamps and dragonflies and stuff that are like iconic Sky Strikers, his tanks, but they're filling in the vamp like deeper cut vehicles, right? Bridge layer, right? Tanks that and Mobat is iconic, but I don't know if they'll do that. And then here you go, right, with the APC joint. It's like you guys said. So it's like a culmination of the different vehicles that are deeper cuts that Hasbro isn't doing. Baldy, what do you think about that? Like them companies like Ramen and Gridiron just there to fill the void.
I think recognizing that there is a market for it is very important. You have fans, and this is how you get fans by kind of listening to the fans. So Mark, I'd like to work with you on maybe a little project, and we could do if you're familiar with West Coast Customs, I would like to do an all speaker layout for the Stinger and the Vamp. That would be amazing. I think
Stereo system.
Stereo system.
You're gonna put lights in it.
Put lights in it. Mark,
you're gonna put neon lights in the undercarriage.
yeah, absolutely.
God.
Mark, hit me up. I'll send some designs over. I've already been working on something.
Looks like we got an announcement. Full Dreadnought package coming. Stay tuned. Look at that. We're just getting announcements at our 4th year anniversary show. So, pretty cool there. Yeah. And then here's some more looks.
I know you go to wallet.
Yeah, go to Gridiron_studio or Gridiron.studios on Instagram. They just posted newer pictures than I added here. But here's some, just look at the back. What do you think of that console system spec? You like that? You dig that? The radars and all that?
It's gorgeous. I freaking love it. If I wouldn't tell anybody if I won the lottery, but there would be signs.
Oh yeah. Look at that. How you guys gonna do this? Are you going with are you gonna go with the gun? Are you gonna go with the APC mode? Or because there's so many different ways to do this. Are you gonna put the towable in the back? Are you gonna go with the HMS? We'll go with you, Tony. How we saw your Vamp, but what about your Stinger? Which way are you going when you grab
any of this stuff? Are you gonna which way are you going?
I like the APC mode.
Okay, so on the right with the gun,
yeah,
or the left?
On the left, because that's what I used to do with my APC and my little vehicles. Put dudes all over it, put dudes inside. I like the computer terminals in the back, and with that little add-on in the middle, you could put different weapon systems on top. The Howitzer's cool, but as soon as see right there, the terminals and everything, and you have dudes in the back, and then you can still add on which one of the type of cannons he has and weapon systems he has for that top, not just the Howitzer.
Rancid Dragon says the Howitzer is sold out. I don't know if he means the one that was the Kickstarter. I don't know if it's the Howitzer add-on. I don't think that's sold out, is it?
No, because that's new.
That just came out. I think he's looking at the wrong Howitzer. I think he was looking at the one that was
that big one.
The big one, which I reviewed a long time ago.
Yeah, no, the new one's available.
Yeah, it's here. $60. Pretty good.
54 with the discount.
Yep, that's right. 10% off, guys. 10 ATKM. Look at the bottom, the side banner. You'll see everything there. And it's not sold out. When can we expect Operation Monster Force loadout, since Series 1 is soon? Well, Mark isn't here to answer that one. But if he wants to answer in the chat, that's fine. So there's another look at what about you, Baldy? What are you thinking about this? Like, what's your preference when it comes to the APC unit?
I love it, man. I want to smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. It looks, I mean, this looks like a lot of fun, and I think maybe Spec said it earlier. It completely transforms the vehicle. So
it's a whole nother vehicle, man. Yeah. I just love something about the black rims with the silver rivets all over it that I like.
Yeah,
I figured it out. Hold on, guys. Sorry. But he says the reason he can't pre-order is because it says 0. You have to pick the color, which is only one color.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's what I told Mark.
Yeah, it's kind of a silly thing.
You pick the color. Yeah, you pick the color first.
The color, but there's only a choice of one color. It's gray. Gunmetal gray. Yep. So pick the gray color and then add two cards. Here you go.
It's the little gray box that's kind of.
There you go. Yep. Pick the gray color. Yeah, good. Yep. Oh, he says he picked gray, still 0. Well, that's
hang
not
on.
true.
I'm clicking on it. I'm picking gray. It changes quantity to 1. I can add it to my cart.
Yeah, it's in my cart, buddy. Maybe do a refresh and then click. When you click on the gray, it should have a check mark on it. On the color. Yeah, that should be something that's changed on the website. Oh, look at this. Toy Connections joining us for our 4th year anniversary in time for Stinger Talk. Don't tell Travis I'm here. Well,
Rancid refreshed. All right. Good job. There you go.
That's too bad because I almost went to the bathroom again. I get a piss like a racehorse.
When you drink, you piss like crazy, bro.
Oh, dude, when I drink,
bladder of a 4-year-old.
Oh, I got a horrible bladder when I drink.
Like 20 times.
Look at this one. This is kind of it's a little different, but I was like,
bringing up vehicles I never knew. This must have been when I was way out of Joe already. God, these are cool.
I will say, let me just double check so I'm not talking out of my anal cavity. Yeah. So now that he has this new rim color, which is the one that I would get, the gunmetal with the red.
Yeah. The red outline.
He's got to make the spare jack set with that same rim.
Yep.
Oh, he's got to make a full red one too.
He doesn't have that.
Because that jack set, in my opinion, is amazing.
I love it. I painted the letters on that one too, I think. Yep. It was not easy.
Yeah, there's just too much good stuff. I want the blood bag.
Blood
bags come with the medic set.
Yeah, it's
too much good. It's too much good. Yeah.
It is good. So I don't know if we highlighted this yet, but it looks like he's good. He's got it.
Nice.
So That's really good.
Toy kind of mood, helping other people spend their money since 4 years ago.
Kill their wallets, the wallet assassins, as Fixer would say. Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's see, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, you didn't have the Persuader with back.
No, I sure didn't. I got out of Joe after like the sci-fi era and all that. I stopped either collecting the book, and then I was out. I was on to video games and girls.
Persuader with the backstop was like 88.
Persuader.
Persuader. I don't remember that one.
Tony,
It's the normal version of this, right? The Nightstorm. That it was the green version of the Nightstorm with 87
I'm up right now.
But Tony went by
Airborne Customs just fact checking us like crazy.
You know that spec?
I said, look at Airborne Customs just fact checking us like crazy.
It is. Darren is the monster at that.
He's a beast. But Spec, I was telling you that Tony went by both names back in the day, Persuader and Nightstorm.
That's right.
He was also known as a backstop.
That's you. That's your nickname.
All right, so I have a question for Baldy and Tony. You guys said you have to leave soon. How are we feeling right now? It's 12:45. Baldy, I want to gauge how much you got left because there is a segment I need you here for, and we'll
8:45 right here now. I'm good.
Yeah,
you're good, Tony, to hang out for a little bit.
I'm good for a bit. Yeah.
Okay, because I know you said you weren't feeling good, but you're not. Okay.
Everybody knows
Baldy.
I give in to peer pressure, so I'll hang out for a little bit longer.
All right, I got one quick. Let's get out of the APC stuff, and we'll look forward to that drop and hopefully some reviews and stuff. But I want to ask you guys, where is Gridiron Studios? Where's their place in GI Joe history? Right, because it's not official. They don't work for Hasbro or anything like that. But can a third party like them, or can they be officially like? Can they be part of the history of GI Joe to you guys? I see Spec nodding his head. I'll go to you, Dave. I mean, what do you think about Gridiron and their place? I mean, obviously it's a couple years, right? But how do you feel about it?
I think that when you've been doing what they've done and they've been specific to the Joe community, I know that they do make some fantasy stuff and the Joe stuff can be used with other military lines, but obviously their passion started with Joe and lies with Joe and is more catered towards Joe. And the world we live in now and the way consumerism works, there are a lot of third-party companies that have become synonymous with particular companies, right? There's what's they call Kai Labs. I think he's a Japanese guy who does very limited runs on clothing stuff for Mezco. And so you'll sit there and see these out of print Mezco characters for sale. And then the price is even crazier because they have these Kai Lab outfits that go with them. And so I think Gridiron has become synonymous with classified to the collecting community at large. I mean, I'm sure there's collectors that haven't heard of him yet and will at some point, but he is the company is a known company. Their product is known. And now they're becoming synonymous with Monster Force.
Yeah.
Starting with season 2, right? That's when I think their stuff starts.
Well, let me stop you there, Dave, because we got this comment that I don't agree with. It says their place in history, Toy Connections, obviously a very brilliant man. I mean, his videos are amazing. Will be remembered. Remember those upgrades from Gridiron. They'll be remembered fondly as an enhancement company. But I think with the level of engineering they're getting to, and then I think the Operation Monster Force stuff spec kind of, goes along with this opinion. I think they have potential to be more. Right. I think their place in GI Joe history has a potential to be more, although they can't make like Duke. Right. It has to be someone else, an affiliate, a stand-in, whatever. But I think they have potential to be more than an enhancement company. Or do you see it as that? And it's not a bad deal.
I mean, I see them as a third party, that they are an accessorizer. Now that doesn't, I haven't talked to Mark. Tony has. I don't know where their aspirations are. So that could certainly change, right? But as of now, they have cemented themselves as the top third-party accessorizer for classified.
They could. I don't like the word change. They could evolve, right? Like improve and progress. I'll go to you, Tony. You're as close to Mark as anybody. How do you feel about this comment? And then where is their place in GI Joe lore for you?
Their place in GI Joe lore, it's cemented in the fact that they are upgrading all kinds of loadouts, weapons for your classified figures, and now vehicles are, getting bigger and better for them as they upgrade their equipment, which Mark just showed me. He's got a ton of more 3D printed top of the line 3D printers just for production, just to getting it to you faster. He's putting more money into the company, and that's awesome. I mean, I remember getting my first classifieds and hating the weapons. That's me and Mark are accessory guys. I love the accessory packs. I love the pistols, the helmets, the rifles, the backpacks, all of that. And I would go to Mark II Design, had some 1-for-1s. He'd make them just like they were, but sized for the 6-inch figure. Muchas gracias. And Jay's Armory, Resin Armory. I found Mark. I found Gridiron. I cannot remember how, but they had they had the AKs, the AK-47 loadout, the AK-47 different mods they had for that weapon platform. It was the shit. It was awesome. Here's my Cobra weapons, and then they just kept on growing and kept on growing. And
that was almost like their opening statement in a way, right? I also just want to say hi to Chaz the Groove for checking in and wishing us a 4-year celebration. Thank you, Chaz, for checking in.
No doubt.
Ahead,
it's just, just the level of detail that Quaid puts in, and he gets into, their proprietary blend of a 3D printed stuff they get, and seeing him, work on the computer and see how much detail he can just smash into the stuff they produce is insane. It's crazy. It was right up my alley. I'm like, they are priced at a higher level, but they're trying to give you the best they can with what they can make. And when they were starting out, they were small. So I get it. It didn't faze me as time went on, and other people made, more 3D printed weapons and stuff. They just maintained me as those are my favorite, and those are my go-to, and those are on every custom I have, and every classified I have has Gridiron weapons on it, because to me they look the best and the most detailed. And if something breaks, I call Mark. He sends me a new one, or if it bends, I can warm it up, bend it back, put cold water on it. I can fix them. So
right.
It's just awesome. Now they're getting into vehicles, and it's just he's just blowing up, man. More power to him.
Yeah, so based on this comment, and I'm going to segue right into Baldy with this, those Vamp upgrades cemented them in history for good. Now it's all uphill. You feeling the same way, Baldy, about that? And do you think it's the Vamp spam that's putting them, is cementing their place in history?
I think they're going to cement themselves. So if you think about it this way,
look at that. Do respect,
Baldy. It's not just the fact that they're making these things. They are movie fans like we are. They are comic fans like we are. So we're getting things inspired from our favorite films and our favorite, you can't beat it. Sorry, Baldy, go ahead.
No. And that's exactly it. So if you think about it this way, somebody said, are they just an enhancement company? Microsoft started in a garage, and they were made to enhance. They were made to enhance PCs, right? So this is a small company that started and is evolving. They're doing what we all wanted to do as kids. We all wanted to enhance or change our toys, or, hey, I wish this character came with this, or I wish this accessory piece came with that. So the technology is there now for a company to come in and swoop in and kind of make those dreams come true. Same thing Ramen did with doing the Ramen Racer when the HasLab failed.
Right.
So they found their spot, and now they're, just like Travis said, they're evolving. I mean, look at that. That's from Oh my God,
The
what
Rock.
movie is it? The Rock, right? But in order to do that, I mean, Gridiron could work with Ramen and give us something fun for the vans, right? And really help kind of enhance those. So I think it'll be cool to see where Gridiron goes. Maybe they start and they cement themselves in history as enhancement for G.I. Joe, but then they evolved into their own space.
Right.
And they're making their own things.
Yeah, like Gun Bunny says, Gridiron is a line in and out of itself. It's becoming that way, especially with the way they're and I think at the end of the day, Hasbro should be ashamed of themselves for not giving this team flowers because they're not cutting into you guys. They're selling you products.
They're
like,
building
I
you
need
up.
a third stinger now. They don't
Yeah.
need a third stinger now because they need 3 stingers.
100%.
They need a third stinger now because of fucking Gridiron.
100%.
Like, but I get it. When you're Hasbro, you're Mattel, you don't play with others. It's just it's not, you know what I mean? Like, who knows?
But you know
who it
what?
is?
They
But,
have
yeah.
an opportunity to buck that trend because Marvel Studios did that with
Yep.
Sony by bringing Spider-Man in. You could
Right.
buck the trend. Hasbro could say, "Hey, we teamed up with Gridirons," you know,
There's been
and
team ups before. Spec seems like he's on it, right?
Well, I would say I'd be willing to bet that there are people on the Joe team that would be more than happy to explore that option. But my guess is that they have to answer to corporate, and corporate is going to be the naysayer.
Or it could be I'm making GI Joe, and we're making it, and that's it. Like, we're making this line, and there we don't need, like, you can have your Ultimates, a Reaction, your Mezco things that don't, they're great, but they're dolls, right? So like with articulated dolls, like they're when it comes to the classified space, that might feel territorial for them. You know what I mean? Even if they're selling you more, like how many, forget the vehicles, how many freaking Cobra Troopers people are going crazy because the loadouts, like the bats, like name all the army builders they sold for Hasbro because of the loadouts. You know what I mean? Like, people are buying $25 loadouts and $25 figures. They're buying $50 figures just to have this badass army. But at the end of the day, there's no ethics and respect for that. You know what I mean? And people should know we're close to this team. I mean, look right here. We had the kind of year we had starting off with this interview, and we talked with them about third party and exploring, but it doesn't seem like they're willing to open the door to it. Who knows where their headspace is? I don't know.
Well, it's that thing, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I've heard Lenny say, he's like, I love the third party stuff. I love seeing what these companies are doing.
Yes, sir.
And so again, I think if he was allowed to, he would. But again, I think
right here, Hasbro don't give a flying fuck about a third party.
Right.
They're
corporate.
Hasbro. They're a $1 billion company. They're going to do what the bottom line is. And sometimes, unfortunately, that'll trickle down all the way down. You know what I mean? Like, you just, after a while, you got to just do what your boss, you got to have that mentality of
it doesn't mean that
Yeah.
the people like Lenny, Tony, Emily, it doesn't mean that they're not
Great
fans
people.
of that stuff and that they don't
Right.
want it to happen. They're consumers just like we are. But
Well,
you're right.
my point is this. No, my point is this: they're fans, but after how many times are they going to be told no, or it's not going to happen for them to just have the same mentality? I'm not saying they do. I don't know. I've not had these discussions with them. But the only thing anytime I've talked to them about third party, they were like, they're fucking awesome. They're amazing. I've never heard anything else. But after a while, it's like, I've been told no. So I'm just gonna roll with, this is my line. We can't fuck with these people. We're just not allowed to, and I'm gonna change my mentality because I don't want to be disappointed either. I don't know.
Right, but it's not
and Fresh Rookie Fiction is one of the ones that are saying, hello, let's do this.
Right.
Right,
And
but
I think they're in
that's
a
an
position where
indie
they
company,
can do
though.
that.
Yeah. Hey, it's got to start somewhere.
But
Right here,
but
look,
Travis,
these large companies. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, I think corporate wouldn't allow them to. Therefore, they don't talk about it, just like they don't talk about other specific things that they're not allowed to.
Right.
So you'll never hear them
Right.
say or admit. But I don't think that it changes their mindset, right? I don't think that they drink the corporate Kool-Aid on that, which you'll notice other companies, oh, our shit doesn't stink. You know, we're better than everybody else. Look at this one
I
product.
never got that vibe either. Me personally never got the vibe of them. You know, I mean, how many times have we interviewed them and talked to them about third-party stuff? Tony's been on all those. He knows. But I'm just saying, after a while, it's 4 years of like, will you work with this company? Will you work with this company? And they don't. It's like, after all, you just move on, you know?
Yeah, but there's an opportunity now, right? I mean, it's 2024.
Is Tony dying or trying to send us
Tony
smoke?
all right? Sorry, Tony, that we're laughing at your misery.
I'm sorry. I should have muted myself. Sorry.
Yeah, I muted him too late.
There's opportunities to buck the trend. Can they do it? Probably not, right?
I hear Baldy right on the toy can is saying what you're saying right here.
Baldy.
They've never acknowledged the third-party transformer maker, be it those who do full figures upgrade. Hope the trend continues.
Oh yeah,
changes.
That would be great.
Changes. Yeah.
There's I mean, there's another company that does 6-inch military figures. French company out of New Jersey or Rhode Island, Vala Versailles, and they do. It's kind of like what I like about them is that. Do you guys remember how Transformers were the shit? They were awesome. But you could have your GoBots in the background to kind of fill things out. Vala Versailles makes these figures that are very much like the modern day GoBots to kind of sit behind your classified and fill out your space. And they've been adopting like different things with accessory packs. So there's a space for it. And I think that Hasbro does miss out on that opportunity, and they should listen to Lenny, Tony, and people there that are fans of that stuff.
Yeah. What about what War Chest is saying here? He says Hasbro is fortunate that a third-party competitor hasn't entered the market to disrupt their business. I mean, there have been, but I don't know if they were enough to disrupt it, right? There are plenty of companies out there that could step in and offer similar services for less. I don't know, like disrupt.
Like who?
Oh, how do you guys feel about
Could you give us some examples?
Yeah. War Chest will have to do it. But I want to spin this narrative to a positive, and we're over 2 hours and we didn't even get to the bread and butter of the show. So I'm just gonna fly through it.
Move it. Let's go.
I'm gonna fly through it, and then we can pull up what there's right here. Oh, he's saying Gridiron is fortunate that a third-party competitor hasn't stepped in. There's a lot of third-party competitors. They're just not on that
level.
Well, so this is what there were a lot of third parties around. I think at the inception of Gridiron or just before Gridiron, whatever.
Yeah, during the COVID era. Yeah.
The arsenal of pews, Mark, whatever design, like
Mark II design.
What
Mark II design? Some of these guys are still around, but they're not making.
Yeah,
they're just not at this level of production. They make great. So all the companies we're talking about make great quality stuff, but they don't have. They're just not at the speed.
They'll be Etsy store people.
Etsy stores. They're not making full blown things. But go ahead, Spec. Sorry.
So, and I can't speak to the quality of the other company stuff because I don't have any of theirs. I only have Gridiron.
Mark II is the shit.
But Gridiron, they were able to cash in on word of mouth. They're the ones that blew up, right? So they're the ones that actually did the disruption, right? They, and maybe someone will come along at some point and disrupt them. But I think at this point in time, Mark and company have invested in the infrastructure to kind of hold their place. And as Travis said, evolve from there. Bigger facility, more printers.
Yeah.
Design deals with other companies like Fresh Monkey Fiction. Like they are Their foot.
I mean, Mark was at Comic-Con. He was there, and he wasn't there to have a panel. He was there to talk business. So he's trying to make moves or making moves. I want to comment on this real quick. Since this is the last stream before the 9th, so the PulseCon is not on the 9th. It's on the 13th. So I believe that's what this is. Oh, you means for the Rattler. So we're gonna talk about the Rattler at the end of the show. What KJ will be with us. That's our home run before we go. So and then the bottom of the 9th inning. So
I
we'll
won't
talk
be
about
here
that.
for
All
that,
right.
but I'll tell you right now, I have not backed it.
You're lying. You haven't backed a Rattler yet?
Nope.
What?
Neither have I.
Wow.
Do it.
Nope.
I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I haven't backed it yet.
But you said you might forget to earlier.
Yeah, you know what? I've been so busy at work, I might actually forget.
So just do it.
I might be
Just
that
do it.
guy.
No.
Come on, put on your Nikes and do it.
All right. So there's some great
Put on your K-Swiss.
yeah. So there's some great comments about third party and Gridiron, but we have to shift gears. We're past 2 hours and we want to celebrate our 4th year. And we're celebrating the 4th year, not 4 years. We're celebrating the 4th year because to me, this was if you're new, jumping in late, this was the core of the team right here, along with Bobby, who was here earlier, with us for a good hour and a half. And KJ, said he'll be here. Hopefully he'll be here. Maybe he's at the movies or something. But look, this interview. What was it?
He's probably backstage and you haven't looked yet.
No, I'm back. I don't
I'm
see
just
him.
teasing. I'm not teasing. I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
I'm
But
watching.
look, this interview was it just really, I think it kind of put us at another plateau from where we were. And the best part of it was teamwork makes the dream work, right? It was a team effort interview. So usually Hasbro or whatever will do interviews and they'll do it with more than one person. Like the full force, it's going to be Chris and them, but they'll do it like other companies. But I don't think they've ever had an interview like this digitally, at least, where you have was it Tony and me? Was it Tony and myself? And then it was Baldy, Bobby, and Spec, right? Like it was like a tag team effort. It was a unique format, and I thought it worked great. Instead of having a million people on the screen, I thought Tony especially shined because he's kind of always been the third wheel, but he really killed it in the interview. And I thought Emily was comfortable chilling, and we had never interviewed we hadn't interviewed Emily since Comic-Con 2 years ago, and then Lenny is always there, and he always did good. But this was the interview we had, not at Comic-Con, but before that, and just the format was great. And I mean, it almost had 10,000 views, and they gave us name-only reveals, right? So that was a step up, and there was a lot of insight and Easter eggs beyond that. Baldy, since you're hanging with us late, just your take on the whole format and being a part of that. You were a newest member of our team.
Yeah, I was very new to the team, and just hanging out with you guys since last year, like jumping in here and there. It's been fantastic. So being a part of this, one, it was a surprise for me to be a part of it. But then two, the three of these people, Emily, Lenny, Tony, they talked to us for a few minutes beforehand, and it was so just comfortable. Like we were all just hanging out, and they were freaking fantastic. Technically, nothing was off the table, although something, you're interviewing a corporation. Some things, unfortunately, are off the table. But dude, they were great. We got to ask them all sorts of questions, and they had no problem. And it felt like comfortable, like Ace was last week. It was pretty comfortable. I thought they were fantastic.
Tony, what'd you think?
It was awesome. It was great. And even though, it's sometimes it's hard, thinking up your questions ahead of time so they can get them and screen them and see if they want to. And then everybody talking shit about, how you only all these softball questions.
Oh, the interview before that where they were like, we can't talk about. They answered every question. They didn't give us any softball.
I thought it went well.
answer.
I said, we know that they are handcuffed by corporate. Just the people on YouTube, you have to know that the fans there, at least they come on and try to talk with us and see what else is going on and keep their finger on the pulse of the consumers and stuff. You know, other channels just talk a lot of bullshit about, oh, it's a softball question. Well, I mean, they screened them before. Do you guys know that? You know,
but you're talking about the interview before this one, not this
this
one, right?
Yeah, this one they went off. I think, but people say the same thing about this one, and I'm like, we still have to, you know, get it out there and work around a way. And they still answered. I gave them some hard questions. I thought when they answered, they answered the shit out of them. You know, the gummy weapons. They kind of said they'll be phased out by 2025. We'll see what happens. And you know, I was happy with my answers.
And with
thank
Falcon
you, Mark.
Face.
Falcon Face.
Yeah, we hit them with the you know, the question everybody said people were afraid to ask. But we asked them about Falcon's Face and what happened there.
Yeah, I mean,
and they answered it for us.
They pretty much did. So,
yep.
Yep.
No, it was awesome. And then the crazy part was there was so that was all of us in the beginning. We were just saying hi, and then we were like, all right, we'll be back. We're gonna split it up. But there was we had a lot of laughs with them. They were awesome. They were just can't thank them enough. But the crazy part was the fallout spec of this, and it wasn't just we the reason I named this episode The Fallout, obviously the TV show was out. I thought that would be cute, but there was a lot of YouTube channels, even our own friends, doing full live streams based on our interviews, completely flattering. But I was like, you can't get all the views from the Fallout. We have to do our own Fallout. And this was a fun episode to have everyone on again, just us kind of like going over how we felt, kind of like we're doing now. But Spec, how'd you feel about the whole fallout in the community based on this interview?
It was interesting, right? I mean, I figured based on having the Hasbro team that the prior stream would get some kind of traction. But then like have it hit the way it did and then come back around to it again. It was fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Zazel. Appreciate that. A lot of legends checking in tonight. We almost got 80 people. So on just a celebration episode. So that feels good. Baldy, what about the fallout for you seeing some other live streams doing all the news from our interview? That was cool, right? Kind of put us at another place, you know, as with for growth.
It definitely did, because it's actually the actions of others is what got me into YouTube and Instagram to begin with. From sharing my own photos on Facebook, Instagram, things like that, and other people picking it up, it was it was insane.
Totally.
So then to kind of feel that
a shill kind of mood, baby. A shill kind of.
I'm a shill kind of Tony.
Yeah. All right, but continue, Zen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. No, it's just I had stuff taken from me in the past, and then it was shared as if it was somebody else's stuff. That's what it felt like afterwards, which is fine. It's complimentary, but at the same time, you're kind of like, hey, wait a sec. At least mention us. At least come back and say a toy kind of mood. You had somebody saying something as silly as, I think it's from a toy kind of mood. You know where you got it
that
from.
guy.
Yeah.
You know where you got it, you bitch.
You little
funny stuff. But you know what? It's time to ball the fuck up. I got the 3 ball boys here. This is the perfect time. You know, this is a salute. This is a salute to Baldy, right? It's ball the fuck up. Obviously, Tony and Spec like rocking the chrome dome, the pretty chrome dome. But adding a G.I. Joe classified YouTube review superstar like Baldy Locks Baldy Locks reviews to the fray it was an obvious natural fit. But who knew that Baldy would be a primary host of the show? I mean, we added him to hang out, but he was hosting a shit ton of shows right away. I think he hosted his first official show with us. And then that you know, that fit was never more clear than, you know, on the February 29th show Now this was when he was a guest, but it was our classified owns us one more day. It was kind of the fan stream review. We got almost 2,000 views. And I was like, I think even KJ was like, I'm surprised you didn't ask him sooner. But I was like, yeah, Baldy just always made sense. So my man, I just wanted to give you a spotlight. Well deserved. I mean, you're an amazing YouTuber, and to join our team just solidified our strength, man. Thank you.
Well, no, I appreciate being here because I've had a friendship with Tony behind the scenes, with Travis behind the scenes before any of this even happened. I've become very good friends with Spec. KJ's fantastic. I've gotten to know Bobby, so it feels like such a great fit. And I barely put out content the way you guys do, so it's kind of a blessing that I get to jump in here and just be a part of the crew. I think it's been like 56 days since my last video. Videos are coming.
Yeah.
But it is easier to jump on a stream. I will say that I do have an idea for a show of my own coming up in the next 6 months. Which will be I think it'll be fun. I think you guys will like the gimmick I'm going to use. And it'll allow
I just said it was you, KJ. Hold on. I just said it was you. I said I said I did use the word think, but I mean, yeah, it was you. It was KJ who was like, I'm surprised you didn't invite. I'm surprised you didn't invite him. I think, yeah, I think it was you, man. It was you.
Who invited me? It was one of you. It was one of you two, you and KJ. Who invited me?
KJ's inviting everybody.
He's the host. That was great, man. I got to hang out with KJ that night on the stream, and it was such a good fit that we're bantering back and forth live on the stream, and he's like, get in here, come in here. It felt like, you know, when you're meeting somebody and you're like, come in for the hug, come on. That's what it felt like. So you guys have been fantastic, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you're fantastic. Go subscribe, even though he does reviews once every 3 months. Go check out Baldy Locks reviews. Not only is he a terrific host of a toy kind of mood as well, and you'll be, I think you're hosting next week PulseCon preview, right? Is that what we got you slated? Possibly to do, because I think you're going to do the next two. You might do all the PulseCon stuff, but then after that, you're gone on the last week. We got Brutal Round. It's going to be Bobby and Tony, and then we got you hosting the next couple PulseCons. Because I'm going to be at Toy Fair for Mattel, so I can't do the Hasbro PulseCon. But you'll be there with.
I have a heavy travel month coming up myself, so
in October.
No, in September.
Oh, well, but those Wednesdays you said you might be the next 2 Wednesdays are good, right?
I'm pretty sure I am. If I'm not, we got Spec on deck.
You got Spec on deck. Spec on deck. All right. I like it. Hey, any one of these motherfuckers could host, I'm sure. But Baldy, you did a great job. But yeah, thanks for everything. And I just want to say, like, I mean, you know, cutting back too, I think I want to thank the community before everything. Like, we're throwing everyone their flowers, but look, we got 71 people watching. We had almost 80. Sometimes we've hit almost 200 people. So thank you for making Wednesday your destination sometimes and hanging out with us, man. It means the world to have. I mean, we were nowhere near these kind of numbers before. We were lucky to have 20 people, and now we're 70 to 100. And if we get a big guest, sometimes it's, what was it, Ramen? We had Ace 150. And we've had over 200 sometimes, depending on who it is on the topic. But especially if it's G.I. Joe, you guys come in droves, and it really makes us feel great. We love you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys
just balled the fuck up.
Yeah, ball the fuck up was funny. But look, I mean, at the end of the day,
like Cooper Commander over here.
Oh no!
Everybody's like, we can't get this guy. That's all right. I'm gonna take him apart and throw a hoodie on him. Because
we all should have worn hoodies that day.
All right, take it off me. Nobody wants to.
Oh, look at this. First time watching the channel. Yo, Joe. Orange County.
Yo, OC, what up?
OC,
what up? What it do?
Which OC? OC New York, OC California, which there's a lot of OCs.
Look, Travis got a Mattel invite. No, I am the WWE host for their closed toy fair. Shout out to Steve Ozer and Bill McKenna. Magic just joined the team. He was a designer at AEW Jazzware, so I'll be able to hang out. See, I don't know if I'll see Bill more. I'll see Bill one night, but I'll be definitely telling Steve will be like, hey, you got to do this and this. So he'll be bossing me around. So it'll be awesome, man, to hang out in Mattel for 10 days doing their close. It's a closed toy fair for a retailer. So it's not like a toy fair that you can go and like Comic-Con or something. It's a little different, but yeah, I'll be there.
Look at the fun. Look at the fun.
Yeah,
we
and
have
Trey.
there.
Trey should have been there. This guy knows everything about wrestling figures. So, but yeah, man, thank you. Yeah, and you'll. I don't know how much I can tell you. I'm a little worried you'll break the news on the stuff. I sign NDAs. You don't, so I'm a little nervous. But no, shout out to Trey. But look, at the end of the day, guys, I think we're still a GI Joe channel. We branched out to other things, and that's been a major positive to branch out to Street Fighter, Marvel, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But at the end of the day, man, we're still a core GI Joe channel, even though our name is a toy kind of mood, not a Joe kind of mood. It's still our wheelhouse, our wheelhouse, and this GI Joe Day was special. We had almost 2,000. Then this was big, obviously. Yo Joe June was just massive for us, and I think that was, and I was also somewhat laid off for the month. Our TV show I work on went on hiatus, so I said, all right. Is Yojo June, and there's Comic-Con coming up, and obviously Joe Fest. I said I'm gonna just be a full-time YouTube guy and see what happens. I think we got a lot of growth from there, and I think this was a great episode for us as well. And then look, we got Bees Battleground. Shout out to my dude Bobby, he was here earlier, and we had the Island Viper. Man, he was a lot of fun, and man, some of these. We were starting to get streams that had 2,000 views. That was a dream for us guys. Like, I was only like, if we get 500, I'm happy. And then we're starting to see. It's like, how do you feel, Tony, about seeing the numbers pile up from our show, even with GI Joe again? It's just like unbelievable.
Yeah, the numbers, they're looking really good. It's like, hey, you keep putting out that content and keep giving the people what they want. Hey, it's fun. All I'm doing is having fun. If it wasn't for you guys, you and KJ and Ken and Punk, I wouldn't have my own channel. I have my own channel. That's because of what kind of mood, really. Is because, it's crazy. And so, man, it just keep growing. It's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, Spec, what do you think about the way we still connect to GI Joe despite covering all these other brands? I mean, we had this Energon universe. Shout out to Diana Davis, right? Baldy, you and I did that. That was a big one. I mean, but Spec, what do you think of just the way we've continued being a go-to for Joe and the growth of the channel?
I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's very cool how everybody has stuck with the channel and hopefully enjoy the rotating cast of characters. It's GI Joe's my bread and butter collection, but you can see behind me I get all sorts of stuff.
It's everything.
Yeah, I like that. That we're
you got everything.
Diversity, and there's all sorts of shit down there.
It's all the penis.
But the versatility is I think the versatility is important. We're all Joe guys on the channel. I think Bobby's the least amount of Joe guy, but we've made him into Joe to the point where he's like, oh, if I have a choice between I don't know, Airborne or Blade, I'm gonna pick Airborne because of the accessories or whatever. Like, he started becoming more of a GI Joe guy than a Marvel Legends guy. But I think we're just the versatility of what we like, right? Like, you like the different things. Like, when Bobby was here, I'm like, oh, I better get the Marvel and the Motu in. I kind of programmed the show based on our strengths. I think we can all talk about almost everything, but like, I'm not a big McFarlane guy. I'm not a Mafex guy, but maybe someone else is. So I think the strength, like Tony's a McFarlane guy. So, it's nice that we have that instead of, a lot of podcasts, and they're all wonderful. If it's one guy and he doesn't collect something, if he talks about it, either he's wrong or he's going to say, I don't collect it. I can just be like, I can just go to someone else while I see flying Batman face nailing me in the head. But it's nice to be able to defer to other guys about different toys. You know what I mean? And how do we even take that serious?
To the elevator.
Yeah, Baldy, what'd you think about our strength of Energon strength over that became a big thing. We never really did a lot with comics, and shout out to Geeks Have Game. I know Bobby has plans to do a lot of stuff with comics, but for us, we didn't want to stray away from toys, but we've had episodes on the Energon universe, and they did just as well as some of our other G.I. Joe content.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Don't repeat this to my wife, my girlfriend, my side piece, or my boyfriend. But I had a crush on Diana after that. That was a lot of fun. She was fantastic.
That's awesome. That's funny.
She was really good. So yeah, she's a wealth of knowledge. She fit right in. I would love to have her back. Yeah, she was a lot of fun. So yeah, we all collect different things, and I know that the space starts with G.I. Joe, and it's fantastic, that fan base. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that collect different things, and I think now is a time to kind of shine and kind of like share that stuff. So
yeah,
I think it's cool.
Yeah, and then King Ape says, will you guys be reading Skybound's G.I. Joe comic coming in November? Does the Pope read the Bible? Yes, we will be reading the titular comic, which is G.I. Joe, because we've had comics like this, right? So these are comics that just came out. I still don't have Destro because I'm waiting on the digital version. Sometimes there's a 2-week delay there, but Scarlet I got to read today, Scarlet #4. But just wanted to shout out those comics real quick. We're still on the Energon wave, and everything's great. And yes, we need to have Diana back on and talk more about comics as well. So don't be hating, Tony, that I have all these and no one else in the world does. But that was funny. I put this on YouTube as a community post. All I wrote was "Don't be hating," and I got a lot of people loving that they weren't hating. It was 150 likes, and I was like, these aren't mine. So thank you all for supporting me for having toys way ahead of everybody. But I think you'd already see reviews for them already. But I'll go to you, Tony. What do you think of what you see here on the screen? This stuff from Weibo over in China, Singapore, Taiwan, or wherever the hell.
It's funny. I love the awesome backgrounds. He's got planters and freaking fucking plants and shit. No, I'm good. I mean, for the people that like, and Nemesis Immortal and all that shit he's involved with, it's cool. I look at customizing stuff with that, but it looks cool. It does cool. It looks cool the way it is, but the Marine Sniper, it's got a lot of controversial stuff going on with it, but I'm probably getting it, and I'm definitely getting Road Pig. I don't get the hate, with his face and how big he is and how chunky he is. I'm digging it. I mean, I do have a different.
You like the goofy looking Road Pig? I mean, it's a little.
I don't mind. He is a.
He's a
too
goofy
cartoony.
character.
Yeah, he's a little bit too cartoony. I do have a different head sculpt waiting for him, but I don't mind this one. Kinda. I'm like, that's not. It's just different. It's cool. It does look more cartoony, but that's the only problem I got with it. But it's not really that bad.
Moody pulled a VI on everyone. No, all I put was "don't be hating." It didn't say "don't be hating on me." It could be hating on this guy. Someone jumped 150. People jumped to conclusion, but actually nobody hated. They were just like, "I'm jealous. I'm jealous." I'm like, "Don't be." So I agree.
I agree with Liquid Identity. Road Pig should be more intimidating. Here, he's just like a big goofy Shrek.
Oh, yeah, kind of weird.
I say let's wait till we get him in hand to make those calls, because I think once you kit him out, you can put the mask on him, you can do whatever. Like
that's what you got to do with a lot of them. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at him, you're talking about his pudginess or whatever. Look at a strong man versus a bodybuilder. The strong man is always the big, solid, heavier looking guy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Road Pig is. I would have liked a more grizzled face, I do think this is it leans a little more into the cartooniness, but I'll wait to get him in hand. I'm not a fan of the Brock Lesnar customs that have been out there for the last couple years.
Hey, fuck off. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm specifically talking to you.
What a dick.
No, I'm just like, just wait till we get him in hand. But
I'm gonna go cry in the car.
Same thing I said when we got Falcon in hand. Don't be shocked if you don't like the face, if you don't like it in this picture. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Shut up,
That's
Baldy.
what we're getting.
Baldy, shut up.
I'm gonna roll, guys. I gotta go.
Get out of here, then, motherfucker.
Wait, Moody left.
He went to go pee for the 20th time.
Oh yeah. Hey, he drinks.
Hell,
he's got to go pee 19 times, boy.
He's like an 83-year-old with
a bladder control sucks.
He's just got to get a catheter for when we stream.
Yeah, what's going on? Let's slide him to the bottom here, right? There we go.
There you go. Slide his ass.
All right, we got balled the fuck up in here.
All the fuck up.
Yeah, bitches. Tony, can I ask you a question before I get out of here? How do you feel about the wings? These look a little bit better than I expected.
They do, but I can't see that good into there. But as soon as I saw some Mythic Legion's wings, and they could be a really good,
even
swap out.
the McFarlane. Did you see the McFarlane bat wings that I sent you?
No, I'm sorry. Those Null's wings are badass. McFarlane's wings are badass.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different stuff you could do with it, but
there's the Mecha Gargoyle wings.
Yeah, with this one, they look too bony, and then the wings come out. That was weird.
Well,
that
I think they're trying to make it more of an appendage.
Yeah.
And so I want to wait till we see them in hand, but it does look like they have a translucency to them, so that's kind of
cool. It does a little bit.
I definitely wish they went away from Cobra La with that. See, that's a badass. That's a good road pig.
I'm not done with his head. He still has to get that red and put in it, but
yeah,
it's just I'm just fucking around.
Nah, I definitely would have liked if they took a leap of faith and kind of reimagine. Why are we on just your face?
That's Travis.
That's Travis because he's eating something. Not on my face either, man. I'm getting ready to roll. These guys don't want to see my face. Well, that we want to see.
Specky.
So I was eating a cookie. It was
He's
really
eating.
good. Reese's cookie.
I got a coffee.
All right,
Really
boys.
good.
Listen, happy 4th birthday. Thanks for letting me be a part of the crew.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun.
Right.
And,
Oh wait, one more thing.
Yeah, you're fired.
Joe Fest. How could we leave without you? Were there?
I was.
I know, we'll let you go in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was amazing. So let me tell a quick story. We're hanging out at the lobby. Then there's a little bit of commotion at the table. And who is it? It's Sergeant Slaughter. And guys were so afraid to approach this guy that I had to wingman everybody in the lobby, go over there, open the conversation. And then all of a sudden, as I'm talking to the guy, everybody starts lining up for pictures. And then Punk swoops in and tells him that he doesn't like him, which was really funny, actually.
Like, I never liked you.
Yeah. He's like, I thought you were a heel. No, that's exactly
you turn your back on the U.S. and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but it was so much fun. That whole group. I mean, Sergeant Slaughter started telling this story about how he kind of got pushed to the front to be the real life G.I. Joe, and all the guys, everybody our age, think of all your friends, were sitting there like this, just watching them.
Little twerps.
Yeah, you could see hearts and emojis over everybody's face. It was
Hi, Mr.
amazing.
Remus.
Dude, he was so great with the bunch of guys that were there.
Yeah, he's dope.
And gracious. He was a gentleman. He did punch me in the chest, which was really cool.
Let Punk choke him.
He let Punk choke him. So if you get an opportunity to go to Joe Fest and or any other show and get to meet somebody like Sergeant Slaughter, do it.
Right.
Just,
No,
like,
that was
dive
terrific.
in
And then
do it.
And then Baldy, shout out to Ed who runs Joe Fest. He never met any of us, and he gave us faith enough. He was on our stream. He was a great guest. Him and Carson and TK, who's in the chat, Toy Connections. They gave us enough faith. He had enough faith in us to have the longest stream, the longest panel, and obviously the audio fucked up somewhat in person, but not especially online. But at least the people who went to the panel really enjoyed it, and it was almost a full room. Right? It was like the only panel that had a bigger room with Seth Green, which is crazy. And he only had like 20 people more than ours. So it was crazy that we had a great turnout, right, Tony? I mean, for this was a tremendous pinnacle for us this year.
Yes.
My first time broke my Joe Fest cherry.
That was my first convention ever.
Here we go. There's the pictures.
Yeah.
Ball fuckers.
There's a lot of time there.
And we did a video after it was over, huh?
Yeah.
Look at Toy Connections. Ken's here. Look at that. He's about to take a dump.
Ken's about to take a shit. I don't know why he was so nervous at the panel. He kept talking to me like, Tony, am I doing okay? Am I all right? I had to calm him down. Yes, you're doing great, Ken.
Man, Joe Fest was one of the best times I ever had, period. I mean, that was what a highlight. So awesome.
I mean, Club Tarkin. That was amazing.
No, Club Tarkin closed it off, but I think at this point we're good, Baldy. We'll let you. You stayed almost 37 minutes past you were supposed to. So doing it like always, doing what's best for business, best for the team. Really appreciate it, man. You're always picking up without you, man. I don't know how this year would be because of all the work we've had. Bobby doing his own thing, KJ doing his own thing. So. It really means a lot to me. All this just stepping in and keeping it at a high level. It's not like a guy filling in. You come in here and you kill it, So awesome.
I'll tell you what, you guys make it easy for me to do that when we have everybody on board. I've that was good, Tony. But the camaraderie, Spec is always fantastic. Tony's okay.
Yeah. Tony's all right.
I did just get a message. KJ should be joining shortly. So
we said that an hour ago. Here he is.
Motherfucker. I told you I'd show up, man.
There he is.
What a way to open up first word, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, that's not cool. 3 of us are bald and you got a pick in your hair. Get the fuck out of here, man.
He had to go switch his laundry for a Batman shirt, too.
I'm out here in LA sweating my ass off paying this high ass rent, man. So don't at me. This shit is painful.
Coming in.
It was 106. It was 106 in the valley where I'm at. 106.
Really quick. I just want to say shout out to all you guys, man. I got love for everyone here on this panel. Shout out to Bobby Behar, Zen. It was awesome. Tag you in like New Day. Like you're Kofi Kingston and I'm carrying Cross for some reason in this analogy. But the point is,
okay.
Thanks for rocking with us, man. And Spec, hey, but yeah, anyway, I just want to say thanks for everybody, man. It's always good hanging out with you all, man. So
KJ, are you coming from happy hour?
I'm coming from Beetlejuice. And I made the right decision because it was awesome.
No spoilers.
Okay. I knew you
I wouldn't
was at the
y'all. I'm not moving.
Aerodrome in this bitch.
Oh man, yeah. I am jealous. We're going this weekend.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Well,
congrats. I'm out.
We'll say salute.
KJ, have fun. Everybody, thank you guys.
Night, Baldy.
I'll say.
Bye, Baldy.
So real quick before we move forward, Shark Eyes asked if anybody actually met Seth. Now, I did not go to Joe Fest, but I worked on a movie that he was on years ago. It was pickups. They'd already shot the movie. We were doing reshoots, and
Right.
it was a Robin Williams, John Travolta movie. I don't remember the name of it, but Seth is playing one of their sons, and we were doing reshoots at a zoo down in Orange County, and Seth is on the ground being coddled by a giant animatronic gorilla. And I was still a camera assistant at the time, and I have the mythosaur, the Mandalorian skull tattoo on my ankle, and Seth's a big nerd, and he's got the Rashikage tattoo on his forearm. So he was down on the ground, and I was going to hit sticks, and he saw my tattoo. And ignoring the fact that we were on a working set, he jumps right up. He comes right up to me, goes, "Hey man, I'm Seth. I just saw your tattoo." Like, and he just started nerding out with me.
Oh shit, that's fucking awesome.
He's just a cool guy. I'd love to work with him again.
That's badass. We need more people like that in the business. And on set, Spec, we need more people like that on set.
I need to be on set. We need.
That's why I said that.
More working in sets. How about that?
For sure.
Get the industry back.
For sure. But it's all about the Terradrome, and that's exactly the next slide I had. This was not planned for you to be here at this time, but it just worked out that way. Welcome to the Terradrome. I'm not sure why the graphics are showing like that. That's weird.
Hold on a second. Anyway, yeah, I got something for you. Take that down.
Well, I got this one for you.
I got something for you. Hold on
okay.
Cool. Go to HQ chat. I got something for you. Please. Sorry, I'm not trying to be bossy. Pretty please. I'll be your friend. Okay. You can put that one up.
If my Wi-Fi picks it up. I'm there.
Yeah, right? My shit always works sometimes.
Oh, I guess I can just do this then. Hold on.
As we slowly lose viewers, but that's my fault. I should have planned this. There we go.
Like that? Cool.
So we can announce our next guest on Welcome to the Terradrome will be none other than Adam Howe's Down Under Shark Eyes Toy View. It's going to be immense. Tony already knows what I'm bringing to the episode. Like, we got something for that ass. It's going to be awesome.
Woo! That's amazing to come on the show and drop a bomb like that. That's awesome.
Oh, can you holler at Gum Bunny in the chat real quick? We just want to say thank you so much, man. Gum Bunny was the best guest to start us back off on what I'm calling season 2 of Terradrome. And we just want to say thank you very much for rocking with us, man, for real. It was our honor. It really was.
Yep. Hold on. We got a big comment here. Just want to say first time catching a live, and I want to say I'm really enjoying the vibe of this channel. Also, it's good to see an LA-based G.I. Joe and other toys. I'm in Southeast LA County. Copy that, dude. Bubble Wave, thank you so much. That I love seeing the newer people. You know, all you old people, y'all getting old. We need some new folk. No, I'm just messing. But no, it's nice to see new names in here showing lots of love and respect. And it's nice, man. That makes us feel good and about the growth. But yeah, this was the show you did last week. The reason I'm bringing this up, obviously, is we passed the drone. This is not the cover art, but I was really proud of this cover art, but it's missing the logo. But this was the last episode of Welcome to the Terradrome on a toy kind of mood. And I believe I made the right move, passing it along. And I think it was good because you guys crush it. And you guys obviously live this shit. Now I'm a spectator, I've dabbled in a couple kit bashes here and there, but I'm a spectator. And we had a lot of fun with Ray Murphy, but to evolve into this where you're going to have Gun Bunny and then now Shark Eyes Toy View, it's just going to go, and it's going to be more consistent with you guys, because it's just whatever. It's you guys are Terradrome, right? So I mean, how do you feel about that? Yeah,
you're still Terradrome 2 now. All right, like don't get that twisted. You're welcome to roll in and chop it up with us.
I appreciate that. No, but I'm saying, how does it feel to have obviously we had 23 episodes. They were all very successful, I think, most of them anyway, and especially the ones we had guests on, and people were we were a baby channel at the time, 1,000 views, and these were the highlights with the Terradrome, right? I mean, other than maybe a GI Joe classified fan stream, the Terradrome was the one that brought all the people to the yard, So now, just seeing it evolve into what it's going to be with you and Tony.
Yeah, man, it was fun to bring it closer to the concept of what we wanted to start it out with, doing live customs, and it's still a bit of an experiment because it's really just a hangout, man. Like, we're not really, and I love the fact that we were talking about the news, we were talking about what was current, what was hip, what was new and fresh in the community. But this was just, hanging out in the garage. This was just like, just bashing it up and just putting some stuff together, fine-tuning the hot rods. We got out our paintbrushes. I got my washes out and whatnot. Shit, I just got some new wash today. I got some dark gray wash. I'm going to put it on some jeans. That's the only hint. That's the only hint you get. Now, I like that. In my world, that means hope. Hey, Travis, can you solo? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I'll stop being bossy.
Is a bitch to paint. I'm not.
You didn't use me at primer. That's why, man. I told you.
And that was a fantastic announcement to say here. Where do you want to, before we move on from that, Tony and KJ, where do you want to see the Terradrome go? Like you said, you're doing live. Like last episode, you were doing live customs. We didn't really do that before. It's more talking to guests about stuff and a lot of pictures, and then we would spotlight happenings in the GI Joe community. Where are you going to take the Terradrome? We'll go to Tony.
I figure, along with live customs, like I said to KJ, we don't always have to be customizing something. We can always show you what's going on with the dremeling and the making this fit, that fit, putting what together, what won't work, what will work, how to make it work. And just stuff, just showcasing other customizers that were willing to come on and work it out with us, or just shoot the shit and talk and just freaking hang out, really, and show people how to. This is how I did it. I get so many questions on Instagram and Facebook. Tony, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? What'd you use? Hey, on that show live, we'll address those questions. This is what we used. This is why we didn't use this. This is what I paint with. This is what I brush with. This is stuff like that, just to get it out there. Ain't no gatekeeping here. Just to show every little bit, every little aspect of what we do. We might not do it like all the other customizers. We might do something different in here, and we'll tell you why.
Yeah, and I may take this and paint it purple because it's mine. Fuck it, purple circle. It's whatever.
Make that shit white and black stripes.
Yeah,
man.
Cool.
Make it Tiger Force Silver Surfer.
Just the creative juices. Any closing moments, Genghis, before we move on to the next thing about the Terradrome?
Terradrome is about the makers and doers. So not just the customizers. I want to talk to more photographers. People like Spec, but people like Leanne Hobbs, Megatron. Even though he hates my guts, we even have dioramas. Shout out to the Dreadnought, Ryan Sweeney. That dude does dioramas. So he's Terradrome too.
Dioramas, photography. I don't mean to interfere, but we got this comment. Yeah.
I'm crazy. I'm still crazy about 118. So I want to get Skeletron on. I want to get Longbow on. I'm hard at those. Delta 17. I talked to Tony about we need to do Delta Deluxes.
Absolutely.
And also I'm gonna get Fixer. The Sand Hippo. I want to get Fixer back so we can talk 118. Hold on, you gotta look at that. Look at that sexy Bishop, man. Look at that Delta Deluxe.
Oh, that thing is
Look
awesome.
at this Delta Deluxe, man. But hold on, you got shit like this out of the Terradrome, man. Hold on, man. Like,
there you go.
We do this too. Hold on, man. Well, what about me? What about KJ?
KJ,
see what I got here.
What about me? What about Raven?
What about Raven? Quote the Raven. So Nevermore.
Raven. Yeah, I got Block up in here, man. And you can check out
star,
that. Yeah, but just putting it on. I had the Modus out. Don't step on your custom printed Modus. It doesn't like that.
Snap in 5 places.
right. So, hey guys, I gotta stop you for 1 second because we have a friend here that wants to know where he can find the Terradrome show, Genghis.
You can find it either on Tony's Figs YouTube channel or my YouTube channel as well, Black Genghis. So it's playing on both of those.
Drop
and
a
that
link,
most
Travis.
Will do. I'll do you guys.
I'm
even
looking at
better.
1/6 Figure Fight Club. I'm looking at 1/6. I'm looking at the Toys Battalion Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from the movie. I'm looking at XO6, and I'm looking at getting some 3-0 GI Joe. I like the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander and the Dead Game Snake Eyes. So I'm looking at 1/6.
And that's the wrong one I was looking at. I think that was because Ken said we're almost at 5K. So
Wow.
Yeah, we're at 4922. So if you're
No,
new
I'll
to
be
the
sure to
channel,
unsubscribe to keep it below 5,000.
Yeah, I gotta put some dislikes.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No, I meant to do this. I have two YouTube windows pulled up. Here we go. So if you're new to a Toy Kind of Mood, then maybe you'll be new to Black Genghis. At Black Genghis is one of them. They co-live stream the Terradrome, which will be the custom focused military toy community custom focused show where they do live customs, have live guests, and then they said they'll branch out to dioramas and photography. But here, if you go to the lives page, you'll see that Black Genghis is alive almost a week or two, right? And then the Terradrome will be in addition to that as a special. So once a month, guys, or what?
It's looking like once a month. It depends on our schedules because we are both busy fellows.
Yeah.
Tony is out there saving people's fucking lives.
Yes.
And I'm on OnlyFans. So we have to just figure out like how we're going to schedule
OnlyFans,
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have OnlyFans. I spend all my time and money on OnlyFans. I had to note the difference.
Wow. Tony's channel is killing it. He's got some pretty high numbers there. Almost 1,000 subscribers already. Man, it took us like 17 years to get 1,000 subscribers. You got
that's because nobody likes us, Travis.
That's right. Nobody likes us.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm dedicating some to other, like, not just G.I. Joe. I got a shit ton of G.I. Joe customs. That's where my love is. But in my other lines I collect, I'm trying to get into, customizing them and showcasing all that stuff that I do as well as G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Ken says it took him 18 years.
No
but now
way.
he's at 7K. Congrats to Ken for hitting 7K.
Hell yeah.
So look, we're gonna shift gears here. And I think we talked a lot about G.I. Joe, but this is also and I kind of ironically did this to myself because I was like, oh, we're like a Jada channel now. And then I did this big video that nobody watched. But anyway,
I still have to watch it.
It's I did a video today ranking and the joke was is there even 10? Oh, there's a bunch of repaints, but I was like, you know what? We hadn't done Jada since the interview with June. So I was like, I have to do something. They're still waiting to get the Guile, DJ, Cammy and Blanca. The pre-orders aren't even up yet. So
don't forget the Jada Pinkett Smith figure. That's coming too.
Right. That is true. Yeah, and that's the Paul Mart store variant. But either way, this was a dope video. If you guys are into Street Fighter, please watch it. Go check it out. I worked very hard on this video, and I thought it was going to kill it, and it did okay. But yeah, go check
Travis,
it out.
Can you holler at Mr. Madge's last comment?
Yes.
So listen, man, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. When I first met Travis, we were on a fucking toy hunt. We were hunting Baroness. Travis pulled his mojo like he does, talked to the manager at Target and said, we were the first 6 here. We each want to get a Baroness. And from that point on, I've been cool with Travis. I fuck with Travis. And we still been online. We argue, but we argue like brothers. We fight like brothers, but we get down like brothers.
Don't I know it?
And the thing is, start up that page. I never thought I'd be doing this fucking shit. Travis is the one who's like, yo, man, we got to get you on this episode. I was like, all right, cool. And then we did that. I wrote for Geeks Have Game before Toy Kind of Mood. Rolling with Bobby, doing some of those shows. Those are some of my favorite moments, doing shows with Travis and Tony and Bobby. And yes, sometimes Spec. The point is, I love you, Spec. I'm kidding. I'm teasing, man. Anyway, the point is, I got love for all these dudes. And they're about this shit as much as anyone I know. We do this shit for real. So, Mr. Madgus, if you're thinking about getting back on the saddle, get on that horse. I'll be right there to watch, man. That's for real. And that goes for anyone out there that's thinking about jumping in with the community. That's for real.
And
that's
you know what? I'm glad you brought up that, because we're gonna go through this stuff and I'll do it. But this was the year, you know, you focused on you, right? And in YouTube space.
I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me.
Okay. All right, Shakespeare, wherever, Romeo. Look, you're here hanging out with us still. So you're focused on you. You did your own thing. And here we are, right? We're celebrating our 4th year. And while you've taken a step back, you haven't completely gone out the door. You're still here. You still hang out and do what you can when you can or whatever, you know, when it works out.
Yeah. When it works out, you know, we all have busy schedules. I have other creative pursuits outside of YouTubing, toy tubing. I have a film-oriented site that Meta took down for some reason because I'm black. But the point is, you know, it's an exciting time. It's been an exciting year. It's been a long time coming, and there are very few things that I would have staved off doing that stuff for. And I want to say, like, that time with Toy Kind of Mood was definitely worth it. It was, and it was great to invest that energy and passion into the channel and watch it branch off into all these different directions with all these different portals. It's been great watching Tony blow all the way up. Spec, I keep trying to point people to your account, man, because you get down. Your eye, you have the eye of the composer. But also, I want to encourage you to put your stuff out more. You did a great Batmobile review for Toy Kind of Mood. I want to encourage you to do that on Toy Optics YouTube. And it doesn't have to be all the time, man. You got a family, a beautiful family. You got real shit to deal with. So I would say, you know, but do it more than I do. I do a review a year. So just hop out there and just, you know.
We joked with Baldy. You weren't here, but Baldy, we joked with him that he does a review every 2 or 3 months, but you do a review a year. You got him beat.
And damn it, it's still worth it. No, I'm still editing the Stinger review, and it's gonna be dope. I got some more stuff from Gridiron. I had to slow down. So the Ground Pounder will have to wait, but I got some other stuff coming. But Ground Pounder, I will be doing that as well. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. I love Gridiron. I love the Fun Cannons. I love all the customizers that are out there. I'm glad that Mark didn't cut me off for shouting out Pixie Designs earlier. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I joke a lot. But the truth is, we all have a lot of passion. We all love what we love, and we love it for the reasons that we love it. We chase it down. We collect it. We show it off. We wear it on our skin. Ask Spec. The point is that when you find people who love it as much as you do, that's not something that you just turn away from. Even when I'm doing all this other stuff. Yo, Figure Fight Club. Thanks, man. Yo.
I got you. Just showing some love. Thank you so much, man. All the super chats really mean a lot, and they all go to the channel. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
That's all I got to say about that, man. I love you guys.
Did you do that, KJ? Did you do his armpits yet?
I'm working on that. I got some duct tape, like you said. I'm gonna get some duct tape. This figure pisses me the fuck off, man. No butterfly joints, no diaphragm. Travis, you have the Ryu? Get the Ryu real quick. Get your Ryu. Get your Jitatoys Ryu. This is why I fuck with Jitatoys, man. Because if Jitatoys made that would have had 2 head sculpts. It would have had a diaphragm fucking joint. It would have had butterfly joints. And it would have still had the overlay. Yep. It would have had all that shit for $24.99.
I couldn't stand, like everybody else, I couldn't stand the underarm.
So look at that. So look at this Ryu. Figure of the fucking year. Butterfly joints. 2 head sculpts. It has the overlay, and it still has the diaphragm joint. It's been a year, and it's still been only a couple of figures better than this figure. For the value?
Yeah. And then what's funny is, spoiler alert, it's at the bottom of my list. So that means if KJ has it figure of the year 2023, then you need to watch this video because I had it at 9. But that shows you the value of Jada Toys. And I want to kind of run through this. I know Spec is also collecting Jada Toys as well. And I think we can catch Spec right now. Where is he? There you go. He's got his whole backdrop. Hey, because he's collecting more than just the Street Fighter
Mega
stuff.
Man. He's got the cereal mascots. This dude has fucking Golden Girls action figures up in here, man.
He's got everything, man.
I have the best dispenser.
The Pez dispenser for Golden Girls.
Yeah.
So
who can say no to that?
No,
I can't.
Well,
I can't.
Certainly you can't. But yeah,
Thank
it was
you
just
for
big.
giving me Pez.
It was just big, and I want to run through. We're hitting 3 hours, so I want to run through this quick. But yeah, just basically, Jada Toys was, there is that connection between GI Joe and Street Fighter, obviously. So it was great to see this line flourish, and I started doing content for it, and people came around to it, and we talked about it more on our live streams as news bits. And this was a good one for us, covering both Comic-Con. Thought it would be fun to have them both in there instead of making. I don't want to make you guys watch separate reviews if I can fit it all in one video. I try to maximize the time. I'll put it if it takes me 3 hours to edit a video so you can watch it way quicker and watch one video, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to make you sit through 30-minute reviews when I can do a 22-minute video and have both figures in there. But the big thing was, this was unexpected. I didn't think I was interviewing him. It was not planned. It was freestyled. And then to get over 18,500 people watching it.
Wait, how many?
18.5K. Blew my fucking mind, still does.
Wow.
I'm just like, yeah, we're a GI Joe channel. What the hell? But I guess that's the Jada Toys thing really blew up. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of baffled by the video today. But anyway, Ken says it's evergreen. It'll be fine. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out Jada Toys because, other than maybe Marvel and GI Joe, Jada was the biggest impact for us this year, and we got to get June on in an interview, but he just did an interview on a channel, and it was good, but it was just kind of hanging out. And I want to look at this guy. This guy is not kidding. He's not messing around. But just to close out the point so we can move on. I want to get June on where there's some news, right? We had Hasbro on, there was news. I don't want to we had Ace on, there was news. Skeletron, there was news. I want a good time and a hangout, but I want to make sure it's when we get the next wave and there's stuff coming out. So when that happens, we'll get them on. And then just some other significant stuff that happened. Man, this was the hardest I ever worked on a video. 2 box sets. KJ, 2 box sets against each other. That took an entire day. Not an 8-hour shift. Like a 16, like golden time, baby. But a lot of fun, and it did well. So, and people started to come around to Marvel, and that made me happy on the channel. And the Marvel videos did really well for us. It took a while, even though people like to talk about Marvel on the streams and the chat, and then I started to do other content, anticipated, and we did Marvel versus Joe, and that did good. And then wrestling did well. Finally, KJ, only took forever for wrestling to do well on the channel. Forever.
I mean, wrestling is cool again, man, and you should definitely count yourself as part of that. So for real.
Thank you, man. And I mean, the thing is, when one of my gigs is a host for Mattel WWE, and then I'm a YouTuber, and they think that's amazing, and I'm just like, nobody cares about WWE on my channel. And then finally, these were the videos where people started to care about WWE. Now, it's not a weekly subject for us or a daily, but these did good. Best wrestling figures of the year was a good one. This was a good one. We got 700 to 1,000 people watching. These exclusives were good for us. I never even did an AEW content. This one's almost at 1,000. This one just hit 1,000. So those are good numbers for our small little channel. So
you should do which wrestlers need action figures. I'm definitely down for a Joe Hendry action figure. I believe. Say his name and his figure will appear.
We did cover the Motu WWE earlier in the show, and then Joe Fest exclusives, Monster Force, just branching out, trying to do different things than just GI Joe and Marvel, and this was cool. This was horror toys, pretty freaking awesome. And then we had that interview with Fresh Monkey spawning off Joe Fest, and I didn't the June thing was crazy, but I didn't expect. There was over 200 people watching this live stream. I didn't expect to get over 2,000 views. We had never had Fresh Monkey on or really cover their stuff up until around Joe Fest. So that was great for our channel too. And then just Figure Obscura, Cosmic Legions, Skeletron, just branching out to different toy platforms. And then obviously the Ace interview last week was dynamic. Just freaking great. It was and we talked about that earlier in the show. But yeah, I mean, Comic-Con was big for us. KJ, again, you're here at the perfect time. You and I were here.
People discovered that I'm actually a giant, over 7 feet tall. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but it was a fun time. I'm glad. Shout out to Just Damn Toys. Trey, that dude was cool. Is it Trey? What's his name?
Yeah, my damn toys, and he was in the chat earlier. He was watching the show earlier. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love all kinds of toys. I'm seeing Cosmic Legions in the chat. I love Cosmic Legions. I love Mythic Legions. I love Mofex. I love every damn thing except Action Force, which I won't get into right now. Action Force kind of broke my heart, but the point is, with Ramen Toy, with Jitta Toys, all that stuff is started with Classified. Classified series is the toy line that got me back into collecting. It's the toy line that got me into customizing again. Like it's the toy line that I got to meet Travis Moody in the flesh because I was hunting Classified Cobra Island back in 2020. It was
actually there's a part of my notes I skipped over because I didn't put a slide on purpose, but it's Spec. You were the one person who liked the videos I did at the beginning of the year. They were the monthly rankings. You said, I like those videos.
I like those videos.
No one else, it's not that no one liked it, but nobody watched it. So after February, I got rid of, it was too much work, but I thought it was a great idea. I was like, instead of like, I'm ranking all the toys I pick up for the month, but the problem is too many people that don't like, they see this on the screen, like wrestling, they won't watch it. Or people don't like Star Wars, or they don't, it's like it was too hard to get an audience for that. Spec. What do you think?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I collect a lot of what you were ranking.
So you are the perfect person for that because you're so diverse with your collecting habits. You collect so much stuff.
Yeah, probably to my detriment.
I would say so.
I'm not doing it. I'm sticking with what I got. I'm not doing it.
For sure. And the Once a Man thing was crazy because I reviewed that in a hotel room. I had to take a cab back. And then the Comic-Con stuff did really great for the channel. So KJ, how was your Comic-Con and what impact did that make for you for Toy Kind of Mood and Black Genghis?
I always keep it real, man. I tried to take the G.I. Joe panel for Toy Kind of Mood, Tony's Figs, and for Black Genghis. And it was just it was a compromised position. I couldn't really get my tripod set up. I couldn't get the microphone gear. Travis, we talked about getting gear. Spec gave us some pointers before Comic-Con, and that came in handy with the Joe Team interview and with
interview was great. Yeah, Jada and Hasbro interviews. Yeah. People said they sounded better than the Pixel Dans and Robos of the world. So
but the Joe panel turned out bad, and we've had audio issues before with different panels. Just with the commentary and the reaction to it, I was just like, fine, this is just my Comic-Con and I'm just gonna enjoy myself and that's it. And I stopped making it content. And because of that, I was able to have a blast. I did go to Hall H, and that's where KJ Squared Film was born. So I taped all that stuff for Hall H. I put it on my Facebook. I put it on Instagram. And I started getting followers on that. So now I'm focusing on film reviews, film essays, video essays. And so Comic-Con was really the birth of that. And I still want to have time for no, it's fine. It's fun. I still want to have time for Black Genghis, for Toy Kind of Mood and everything else. But Comic-Con was just a good reminder just to enjoy the moment, not make it about views, not make it about likes, not make it about followers. And if people were that opinionated about Comic-Con, then they had every chance to be there, just like I did for Joe Fest. And I didn't. I should have probably went to Joe Fest with you guys. So I would encourage people to step behind the keyboard and the thumb boards every once in a while. Go out and see some shit. and see for yourself. You're not going to find everything on Facebook, Instagram, and Meta. So.
For sure. We got to say bye to Tony's Figs. It looked like he's coughed himself to sleep, so he's got to get going, man.
I gotta bounce, y'all.
Yeah. Feel better, brother.
Feel better, man. I'm crazy you went on this episode. I told you not to show up tonight.
I know, dude. I'm feeling better. I've been trying to mute, take myself off screen when I gotta wipe my nose and cough and this and that. But if I think I'm going to do a 24-hour shift tomorrow, I better go to bed a little early and medicate and all this bullshit. So that's been awesome.
Hey, man.
Awesome 4 years. Congrats.
Thanks, man. Love you, man.
Badass time. Thank you guys, especially, KJ and Moody for bringing me onto this What Kind of Mood ride. And look where I'm at now. I'm almost gotta be at 1,000 subs. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Love you guys.
We'll see you next week. All right, man. All right. So one last segment, and it's the Rattler. There was behind the scenes photos that went up today on their social media. I believe they're not on Facebook for some reason, like the post is, but not the pictures, but they're on Instagram. So go check it out there. There's kind of segments. KJ, you were talking a lot about Terradrome with Tony, and this is kind of, it would have been nice to have Tony for this segment, but kind of just showing their work. Did you check out this post, and what do you think about what they're doing?
Yeah, Tony Colella, the dude's amazing. He has a great team. This is probably him on the brushes himself. And this is how you do it. You break up that figure, you put it up on, either on skewers or clamps or whatever, and you get really down to the details. You see the masking, you see the isolating the different pieces. That's how you do it. Shout out to Wild Weasel. Shout out to the Gunner. Shout out to Pilot Baroness. I think Rattler's going to hit 18. I think it's going to hit 20. I think it'll hit 20 when it's all said and done. So everybody's getting everything. People were pissed off about the patches. Let me just say real quick. You don't have to get anything. You don't have to get anything. And these guys don't have to make this. G.I. Joe didn't have to come back. Masters of the Universe didn't have to come back. So just, I always say gratitude is everything. Even if you're not getting the Rattler, just be glad for the people who are. I didn't get Unicron. I didn't get Galacticus. But I'm glad that those people have those pieces. I know how much they want them, And, it's good looking behind the scenes and seeing the dedication to the art and the craft. This is all good stuff.
Shout out to Toyomic Displays. He was here earlier watching the show. Yes, he custom paints a bunch. And then look, Mr. Mag just says, do anyone know how to crack that crotch on the Joes?
You got to use a lot of heat. Have a flathead Phillips screwdriver and have super glue at the ready. Work gloves, goggles. You do not want plastic shrapnel flying into your eye. You do not want to cut yourself. I cut myself on the last episode of Terradrome. But I had a tetanus shot, so I'll be fine. But yeah, work gloves, goggles, lots of heat, flathead screwdriver, crack it, do what you're going to do, glue it together. And good luck. Be prepared to destroy figures.
Hey, Spec, are you going to send your patches back to Hasbro in the mail? Are you sending a letter to Pawtucket or what?
No. It's what good is it going to do? I mean, if it makes you feel better, be my guest. But again, I'll agree with Zen's point. The wording about the patches makes all the difference. And if they hadn't called it a tier, then people wouldn't be getting their panties in a twist over it. For what they're offering and what it is, and I know people are coming down and saying, well, they're only doing 3 figures instead of 4. And it's like, okay, but the cost difference were a year later, where probably a vehicle that took more engineering than the prior, whatever. I don't give a shit about the patches. They'll send them.
Yeah, we went on that. Yeah, we went over that to death. But I think Liquid Identity is just having a good time with his
well, I saw somebody else. I think Warchest said he was sending them back too. So it was like the second time I saw it.
Well, then they're going to end up with a lot of patches in their mailboxes. If you talk to Lenny, mention that he should make a sling system to hang the planes from the ceiling that would sell items based on space. That's interesting. I like that. That's cool. And then we got designs. These must be Lenny's designs, huh? Of the figures.
It's all good stuff. It's good to look behind the curtain and see how the sauce is made.
Yeah. He's got She-Hulk there on the bottom right. That's cool. She's joining the G.I. Joe line. Oh, that's Baroness. But and then there's the prototypes, right? They're not the finished, but they're getting there with the 4 figures. So
yeah, shout out to Andre 3000. Get it? He had a song called Prototype. Never mind.
I don't know. I know Outcast.
That's
All right. Andrew Davis asks, Travis, are you going to be at Toy Fair in New York City? No, it's Mattel's own private Toy Fair thing for retailers. It's not the Toy Fair in New York City. And actually, I don't know, are they even doing New York Toy Fair anymore? Didn't it move to New Orleans and then they canceled? I think it's just canceled, right?
No idea.
It's dead. Yeah, we got that already. And then, cool. All right. So then moving on, we got, Tony has new pictures today. New digital render of the Wild Weasel. And we got close looks at those maps. So the map controversy is solved. The maps are now facing it. So when he looks down, they're for him. They're not for us.
Yeah, but you can swap them around. People complain about the dumbest shit. It's like, it's all right, fine. Then just put on masking tape or whatever. You know, like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, so, you fix it.
All right, so I got news from Tony, actually. Not Tony Figs, Tony Colello. He says you can't put the left document on the right leg, or vice versa, but you can replace them with straps. You can replace them with the straps without the documents. So you can have the straps there. You can replace those straps, the harness straps, sheath straps, or whatever you want to call them, but you can't. You can have them without the documents. Right, but you can't flip the documents on left leg or right leg. And then
I think so. Yeah.
He made sure the decals on the documents were flipped so that he can read them, no longer upside down for him, because they were upside down for him. But when they showed it, we could read the map, and that's obviously false. It's for him so he could look down as a pilot. So yes, that's and then here we go. Look at the face sculpt. Spec, what do you think?
I freaking love it.
It's great.
I love the scar. I love the damaged helmet. Like, home run. And Wild Weasel was always one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Rancid says the Rattler is cool. I don't like the tier system. I want the Gunner, and I'd buy it anyway. I like that OG Baroness rifle. Okay, let's go back to it. Oh yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, it must be there at the bottom, right? Cool. OG Baroness rifle. Jay says, sorry I'm super late, but congrats on 4 years. It's late here on the East Coast, and I'll catch a replay. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Good looking out. Toy Bounty Hunter. Already spending damn near $350. I'll be damned if I gonna pay postage sending the patches to Hasbro. Rather spend money to some caps to stick the patches on.
See, then you make it a positive.
Yeah. Exactly. And then he actually sent me, there's actually a something I saved. Oh, where is it? Oh, I must have already read it. It was probably the New York private chat. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Spec, we're done anyway. So we're actually done. Let's see what else we got. That is it. Got anything else? Let's see. We got a couple starred things. As your audience grows and your shows get longer, consider adding tags or timestamps for each section. How do you can do that, KJ? So, you can go into
you just type in the timestamp. So it'll be like 000323, and it'll be that section. I did it for the Corey Cantaloupe and Fred Axon. I need to probably go back and do it for my Black Angus Lives. But you just timestamp, and it has those different things, and you already do it in your notes. So you kind of already know what the section headers are.
My question for you is, sometimes YouTube does it anyway. So why does
I've never seen that. You have to do that. I've never seen it done automatically. But I'll see automatic another time. Yeah.
No, I and then Figure Fight Club is lucky Larry's not around, Punk with Toys, because he'd be really mad at this. Figure Fight Club says Toyomic Displays and I are starting a podcast first. Episode is coming in. Punk's rule is you don't talk about your podcast on another podcast. I have no problem ever. Look at his Spec's face. I have no problem ever promoting friends of the shows show. And if you come on my show, especially if you send a super chat, $5, $2, and you want to promote your show, cool. If you don't put a super chat, I'll still post it because I'm a nice guy. But I see podcasts doing that and they want to promote their show on my show. I don't care. I did it forever and I'll do it for you. Right. So I appreciate you guys doing that. I don't know. What else you guys got? 4 years of Toy Kind of Mood. Spec, any last words before I kill you?
Thanks to everybody who's in the chat right now. Thanks to anybody who's going to be watching this on a later timeline because of time zone or time commitment. Yeah, it's fun to have an outlet for the hobby.
Absolutely.
And it's fun to have made the friends through this.
I agree. Well said, KJ.
Same thing. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you for the replay squad. Travis, thank you. Spec, thank you. And to all the homies over back in HQ, thank you as well. It's been amazing. We'll see what happens next. But thank you all.
Yep.
And have a great week. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
I agree. Yeah, because it's really hot. But I want to give a last shout out. I said it at the top of the show. I want to shout out Ronnie. I want to shout out Mike. I want to shout out Steve. I want to shout out Dave and Melanie, Eric, Fabio. Fabio is still kind of hanging out on the show. When we casually occasionally have these other members of they're the founding team, and they had we had a chat and camaraderie, and things have developed into a core team. So it was important for me tonight to get the core on. I definitely want to have everyone else back whenever they want to be on. They're always invited. There's an open invite to the original extended family of A Toy Kind of Mood. Life gets in the way. People do their own thing. Hell, everybody on this channel except Spec has a YouTube channel. So, but Spec likes that role. Spec right. So, but no, I mean,
visit my Instagram.
Yeah. Toy Optics at Toy Optics. Go check out great photography there. But no, I wanted to give a shout out to them because they were there supporting us in the beginning, being on the show and helping us get off the ground. Just like KJ and Bobby, OG members. It's developed with Spec, Tony. We've had Ryan Sweeney was a big fixer, big members of the Terradrome. And actually, Ryan Sweeney was a member of the Toy Kind of Mood for a while. Like until kind of took a break, did his own thing. But we've had all these different members. But I thought it was important, like I said, to celebrate the 4th year, not necessarily the 4 years, but the 4th year this year with Joe Fest, Comic-Con, and the content we put out and the amount of live streams, different hosts, the core, like it's a mix and match. I think Spec was talking about that. Don't know who's going to be on the show, and everyone has versatile views. I love it. And I think it's great. And I can't thank the audience enough for hanging with us and checking us out. It means a lot to have a presence in this awesome community. And you give us all a purpose with our plastic and all the money we spend on it. So thank you guys so much. And I hear typing.